What order are we going in?
I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, that's how we went last time. So that's probably the easiest.
All right, it's Masks EG Session 2, starring...
Hey, it's Silhouette. You'll never see me coming. Hi, I'm Ember, and if you play with me, you will get burned.
Hi, my name is Palacine. Don't know what I am? Neither do I.
Lovely. Now we just have to throw in all the sound, all the cool background sound, music, all the sound effects.
So we have
People
to
getting
basically
punched.
pretend like we're cool.
Yes. Super good at pretending we're cool. All right. So when we last left our heroes, we were in the lovely base. It's been a couple weeks though.
Yes.
Time has passed.
Time does that.
Yeah. And so the first couple weeks of school, you're kind of Silhouette. You're kind of used to how school shakes out. You know what the deal is with, how the school works. So kind of helping out your friends a little bit with that and giving them some tips about various teachers. Things not to say, things to say, that kind of thing. And getting used to the classes for this year. It's got a little standard, science, math, but also applied sciences, which is usually like, how can you melt,
How can you melt a piece of metal in under 30 seconds?
Applied sciences tends to be applied powers and stuff like that. There's
So for me, yeah.
sort of culturally just a deal in this because it wouldn't be hard for somebody to figure out who you are in this kind of environment because you're literally going into classes where you're like using your powers. Like that's the point. Mm-hmm. So even if you're wearing a mask, it's like, well, let me see. Somebody with crazy red hair went into the locker, came out with a mask on, and now they're using fire powers and they're hanging out with Silhouette. Whatever. So it's just not done for people to like really try to figure out, or at least not voice really who's who or anything like that. Even somebody who's friends with like socially powerful people and stuff like that sort of get
Social studies? What's that?
people who are like very socially a big deal.
Yeah, Dad, we know what the
I know,
popularity standards are.
even-
We're in middle school.
Even for people like that, if somebody comes up and is like, hey, I know who like Silhouette really is, it's like very crass to do that. So you're very likely going to get frozen out of all social circles if you do that kind of thing. So generally people are just like, oh, it's not a move that anybody wants to make if they want to like have any friends at the school. Because as soon as you do it to one person, then most people realize if you do it to one person, everybody else can do it to you. And most folks don't want that. You had your hand up.
I'm going to go to the bathroom really
Oh,
fast.
well, you should do that. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm curious to see how things have been going around the school. So I'm going to kind of modify a move that I've got for a different class over here that we're going to be...
excitement.
Yeah. Whenever time passes at the school, roll Savior and see how the adults in your life feel or react to your most recent activities and exploits.
Oh, yes. I love being reacted to and judged.
But before rolling, we're going to ask the other players to answer these questions about your performance. So you're gonna get a -1 on the roll for each no answer.
Oh. Just don't say no, Jamie.
Glare.
Don't you dare.
Glare. Hey,
You're too legally for this.
Straight.
Hang on.
Stone cold.
really?
You can't do it either. You're totally smiling right now.
All right. Since Ember isn't here, we can actually answer her questions since she's not one of the ones that needs to answer a question. So we're going to do that for Ember really quick. So has Ember been upholding the expectations of a hero as far as the school is concerned? I was confused. I thought you'd gone to this one right here. I was
no.
like, the door's open. I don't know if we should tell her.
I mean, I think yes, because
Yeah.
as far as the school is concerned, she's in all of her classes. I'm assuming she hasn't skipped anything. She's a part of either a club or a clique, and she's in a team.
What's the school's reaction been to, or at least what do you imagine the school's reaction's been to the whole thing at the ferry with Voltaic? Because she was kind of front and center on that action.
Yeah. I think that they
you.
probably
Yeah, we're
see
talking
it
about
as
you
like,
right now.
I think that they're probably like looking at like these 3 people stepped up, these other people helped like keep the crowd under control. Like these are the people we want to keep a close eye on to see how they're going to evolve and help push them along.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they would probably be thinking like that. Like these 3 stepped up to do it. But I'm also thinking like since Ember got so badly hurt that they're like, yeah.
No, that's more me.
Well, she sort of
But
I mean,
they're
you took
thinking like,
you
"Geez,
took
these
conditions,
people need a lot
but
more
she sort of visual.
training."
I had more of a reaction.
Maybe it's
Like,
like
a YouTuber reaction.
it's more like these guys are the mold for a hero, and we can work off of that.
It was like somebody tased you, normal reaction, what you did. YouTuber reaction, what I did. Yeah. Exactly.
It's pretty funny.
Not
So
bad.
she's upholding sort of the traditions of the school, maintained the image. How has things been going in gym class?
Oh my god, it's a nightmare.
Every day.
Not
Okay.
only
Like,
is
complains
gym like
about
the
it.
worst class ever, but then pair it with the worst teacher ever.
What's your savior?
Oh, it's right here. 0. No, it's +2.
+2. All right, so I'm going to have you roll this move then to see how things are going. And just add 1, because we're going to give you a -1 because the at least some of the faculty don't think, they have some doubts about you. It's probably mostly Serge, but he's also super vocal about it with the faculty. He has some doubts.
She couldn't even get up the rope in under 30 seconds.
6,
I haven't
7,
had a student
6.
in 10 years.
6.
No, sorry. Add 1.
Yeah, I got 7.
Add 1.
Oh, right, sorry. 8. Then.
8, yes. Adding goes up. Okay.
Jamie's struggling. It's break.
Yeah. That's
We got
exactly
math here. It's break.
Math is my favorite subject.
All right. On a hit.
person.
Because Mr. Brick teaches it. Okay, I'm just saying, Palacine doesn't think anything's wrong with having a crush on a teacher.
On a hit, one of the faculty offers you meaningful encouragement, an opportunity, or an advantage. Okay? On a 7 to 9, another one is upset with your most recent actions and will make their displeasure known. All right.
I think that we know who that faculty member is.
Okay, so who's the teacher that's like giving you encouragement? I think she means the English teacher. Princess Arizala?
Oh, that, I thought you said the red sauce. I'm like, what is the red sauce?
Princess. She said princess.
Yeah,
Yeah, that redneck.
Thank God for this mic. I can hear you guys everywhere. It's great.
the princess. Sure, she's giving me encouragement.
Okay. All right. So let me think about what that looks like. Meaningful encouragement, opportunity, and
You're
advantage.
just magical.
Okay.
Whenever you think of it as an object.
So, Sergeant Surge has been vocal And by that I mean he's like calling you out in gym class and stuff like that. And gym class isn't just gym class. Gym class is also like application of powers, things like that. Mm-hmm. And he is on you a lot because he knows your powers go wild.
Hold on, like my name, like calling my name out because.
No, if any class, the standard for this school is whatever name you tell the faculty you want to be called by.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, like
unless you will be. So he's never going to call you anything but Ember.
Oh, okay.
Because you're pretty much, and in his class, you're more likely to be using your powers. So especially in classes where you use your powers, the faculty uses the superhero name. And if you're sort of undercover, sort of like have a identity kind of a deal, you may just be dressed that way in every classroom. There's many students who will just walk around with like just an eye mask on all day. That's just what they do. Hang on.
Oh no, I was just saying like I do that.
Yeah, I do that.
I think I did.
My
Yeah,
eyes
probably
are
not. But
scary.
at least with his, so he's probably constantly. And we're going to get back to that in a second because he's like constantly like on you about how dangerous your lack of control is, how much of a threat you are to other people, and he's doing this in front of the other students and stuff like that.
Like my insecurity is going away.
Yeah. After English class one day though, Arizella offers, if you're interested, I do a little bit of a practice before school. You'll have to come in on the early ferry, but I do a bit of a practice workout. I exercise before breakfast in the morning, and then you can have breakfast here at the school cafeteria if you like, or bring your own. But I do a little bit of exercise and applied sparring, that sort of thing. And if you feel like it would help, you are welcome to join. It's obviously invite only. It's a small little group, just real. We use a little portion of the outside area when the weather suits, so we don't have to be in the gym or anything. And just thought you might be interested in that opportunity. You want me to advance it to the next thing?
Yeah, what are you watching it on?
I'm just doing Google Play with the... If you want to switch over, we can do it on a different device or
That
something.
thing with the gym teacher actually reminded me of my old swim coach. There was one day in practice where he was talking about flip turns, which is basically you flip on the wall.
Yeah.
And he was trying to explain how everybody was doing it wrong. So he started having the kids who were doing it wrong demonstrate. And of course, since everybody was under pressure to do it, everybody started doing it right. So he kept going down the line of kids he knew was going to do it wrong. And then he came to me, he's like, oh yes, I know Kaylee's going to do it wrong. And I was like, gee, thanks. And I got in the water and did it right. He's like, why did you do it right? And I was like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, that's basically how Surge is. But he calls you out in no uncertain terms about it. So Arizella is offering you the opportunity to basically sparring and combat practice and applied adventuring before school.
I'll take a breath.
Meanwhile, Surge is like, you're a risk, you're a danger even to people with powers, let alone poor helpless meat sacks out there in the city. I mean, the guy's a reformed criminal who's here on probation to work off some of his prison time. So he doesn't say nice things a nice way by any stretch of the imagination. So you're a threat to people who actually can defend themselves against you. You're a threat to yourself. You're a threat to those around you. And to say nothing of the powerless meat sacks that inhabit this little warren of filth and degeneracy known as a city. I mean, honestly, I don't know why they let you out of a box, let alone try to be a hero. And this is what he's saying while you're trying to climb a rope or something, or hit a target downstream.
He's so mean.
Everyone, take note. Ember actually hit a target.
Don't make it like that.
It wasn't the one I assigned her, but honestly, if she got the fire going the right direction, that's really kind of a step in the right direction.
Jesus,
and it's
look at him. He doesn't even have powers, and he can hit it.
So, what he's going to do is he is shifting your labels with all of this, and he wants to shift your danger up and your superior down. Unless you resist it, you can always choose to resist it, but he wants your danger up and your superior down, because superior is all about control and planning. He doesn't think you have that,
Well,
like categorically.
I don't
Forget a
think
-2. He doesn't think it actually should be on your character sheet.
I don't think I have it either, so I probably wouldn't even resist it.
You're feeling
agree
this,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So your danger's up to a what now?
+2.
And your superior's down to a
-1.
All right. Hey, Silhouette. Let's see. Let's see. First of all, let's see what people think of you. Has
Oh God, my worst nightmare.
Has Silhouette been upholding the traditions of your training? Upholding the calling of your training.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, like I come in most days on the early ferry and then just kind of like sneak to the base and then just train there, like by myself.
You think it's by yourself, except there's like hologram people, so you've got like forms to copy and stuff like that.
And I'm sitting there in my ship just watching you.
I really didn't need that image.
She just sleeps in the ship, you know.
Yeah, I sleep in the
You
base
have like a
in my
little
ship.
like screen on your ship. It's like, oh, there's Silhouette. Ah.
She's doing the sweating and the groaning and the swearing.
Oh, she's doing the swearing a lot.
This is a very active morning. So you're really kind of pushing yourself and
Obviously, I still do like separate small missions with Vigil and stuff.
yeah,
And,
mostly patrols, that kind of thing. She doesn't bring you on
Obviously,
missions.
Vigil would never say that she's proud of me. I would never say that I'm proud of me, but I think I'm definitely.
You
keeping
might
up with
remember you're
myself
supposed to
right
be the
now.
happy-go-lucky one, so
Oh,
you might
right.
be you might be like you know.
Look at how good I did. Don't say that, but I know.
Seriously, you know I'm awesome. Just admit that I'm awesome.
No.
I'm not gonna admit you're awesome. See, but you know I am awesome. You're just not admitting it. Anyway, have you maintained the image of have you maintained like sort of your superheroic image?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't get to answer. They have to answer.
Oh, they have to answer.
Well, it hasn't been like an image for super long because we haven't known her for that long.
Yeah.
But I would say she's been like, to me, she looks really heroic like all the time. Like anything she does, I'm like, man, oh my god.
She's got her crap together, man. She knows how to superhero.
Yeah.
She's a pro.
Well, from watching through the ship, I think she's doing pretty good.
Oh
With her
yes, more of the
training.
swearings.
Oh my god. Have you made other members of your have you made Silhouette proud? Or sorry, have you made Vigil proud?
That's a hard one because it's really hard to tell because she would never say.
What about Hellraiser? Hellbinder, sorry.
I don't try to make them proud.
School faculty.
School faculty?
What's their take on the whole action from with Voltaic a couple weeks ago?
See, that's a really hard one because there's two ways I could go with this. Well, obviously, it's a yes or no question.
Or
it
the
could
student,
be like-
forget about the faculty. What about the student body?
Shoot. I think that some of them would be like, oh yeah, it's that show off who has a mentor and like, or it does superheroing on the side like a pro. It's like, it's her again showing off her superiorness. Like she pretends like she's better than us, but there could also be people like she really is stepping up to this hero
So
thing.
what's the majority though?
Probably she's a show off with
Okay.
the mentor.
What's your
like,
superior? Or not your superior. What's your savior?
+1.
All right, roll it straight up. Don't add anything. Just give 1 minus 1. What was that?
Snake eyes.
Oh shit. Okay. On a hit, well, let's just skip all that on a hit things. On a miss, something you did stirred up a hornet's nest. Expect several members of the faculty or your Exert several members of the faculty or other superheroes to meddle with your life.
Oh no. Oh, that's really bad.
Something you did stirred up a hornet's nest.
No.
Wah, wah.
Does she get to choose which, like, if it's faculty?
That's not how that works. We'll get to that in a second. I got a good idea for that one. All right, let's go with Palacine.
That would be the best thing ever, but I would hate
How is Palacine, do you think, presenting? Like, if people were thinking about her homeworld, and Palacine's kind of like all they know really about the homeworld, how is she? What do they think of the homeworld by virtue of like knowing anything about Palacine? Is she giving a good impression?
I think that she's giving a good impression.
Like, not a bad impression, but I wouldn't say it's outstanding. She's curious and
I think
she's
that she's
definitely odd.
I think that she's giving like this kind of like this the most pure hero that you could possibly get. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fighting crime and saving the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so bubbly. Like, she's
Is that
just
accurate? All right.
she's like,
It's like pure.
what's her name? Like Bubble from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Just
What's your attitude about Earth? Is it Earth is amazing and awesome, or Earth is adorably backwards?
Both.
Why not the both? Earth is wonderful and awesome and charmingly retarded. No,
Well, I totally think it's
charmingly
backwards
unable to function.
because compared to my world,
Your
it's
politics
so
are a travesty,
different.
Yeah, I would say so.
But I also love it here and think it's so interesting and funny and fun. And
So when you say backwards, like, this is just a personal question for me to know. Like, when you say backwards, do you mean like backwards and like, guys, like, they just don't know how to function? Or backwards and like, everything you do is different?
Or like, man, they're wasting their time with like cars when they could just like fly and stuff. Or like,
well, to me, it's like
why
it's
need
so
a-
different.
Okay.
That's how.
So
I'm
it's more like
taking it.
everything's different than like, you guys just are falling apart.
Yeah, it's not like in a bad way.
Okay.
It's
It's
just
like you
different.
have cell phones instead of using your mind. That's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is a
Your talking
Cell.
devices are tiny
Pahony.
squares.
What is a cell pahony?
Pahony.
So genuine.
What is a Calpahony? No, you need to no.
Pahony? Pahone. Oh, I got this. Kel Pahony.
Calpahony.
Beautiful.
Have
I
you
love Palacine's character.
Have you impressed the student body? Are you the weirdo outsider, or are you the cool and interesting foreign exchange student?
We have an answer if you don't.
I say more the
Well, I mean, you
weirdo
guys
Yeah.
are, technically you guys are the ones that are supposed to be answering this, not
Yeah,
her,
the
so.
weird outsider.
I think that-
but
I
it's
think that-
okay because we're weird.
I mean,
outsiders
we
too.
find you so funnily like. I'm
Please
speaking for both.
wash
of
your
us,
hands after you're done
I
eating,
know.
because you're literally rubbing your fingers into the crust of the pizza.
Like, shut up. It feels good.
And I'm gonna. It feels good, really. Oh my god.
I
We're
mean, we
recording
think
this
that you're
forever.
like you're part of us, and we wouldn't ever think of you as like, oh my god, she's so weird, like she doesn't belong here or anything. But we just find you like it's like she's different, but in a good way.
When
like
she's
just
going
like
up,
you said.
when she's going up for her graduation at 18,
Oh,
and they
no.
call her name, and then she's walking up onto the stage, a lone audio clip will play, and it'll be my voice saying, "Please stop pressing your fingers into the pizza crust," and then Kaylee's voice will come back saying, "It feels good," just as she's walking up to grab her.
It feels good. That's like that jazz song.
All right, what's your so a bit of a weird outsider. What's your savior? Currently.
0.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ooh. Yep.
No, shoot! I misread my savior. My savior is a 0. It doesn't matter. It still would have been a 1.
Yes.
So-
That is accurate.
Sorry. That's my bad.
So I'm going to have you roll, and I'm going to have you subtract 1 from your roll. Weirdo outsider. Ooh. Oh, so close.
6.
So, question, team people.
All right.
Okay.
She got a 6, and that's fine. Kayla, you can take potential for that too, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
You know.
Did I get
No.
potential?
No.
Oh, now I have 3 potential. I'm already. It's only a
No,
second
you should have
session.
2. Do you
and
have
I
2?
can-
Yeah, I
All right,
marked
Cool.
mine earlier.
Thank you. All right, so you get the 6, and you get potential, or maybe the team's got your back, and they're saving you from the absolute worst of your social foot and mouth disease.
What?
Putting your foot in your mouth. You ever heard of that?
Well, isn't foot and mouth disease an actual disease?
It is an actual disease.
Okay.
I'm being sarcastic about it right now. They might save you from the worst of your social mistakes by spending a point of team to kind of help you, or they don't and things are bad, but you get XP.
You're
So,
a friend. Of course we want to help.
Yeah.
well, you might help, but it may not help. I'm not saying you guys
Well,
wouldn't
yeah,
help.
but we want to at least take.
I'm saying you guys could totally help. Whether or not it actually has any mechanical bearing is whether or not you guys decide to spend points on. So the question is, do you want to have it be a 7, where it's not a failure? Or do you want it to be are you an unmitigated social disaster?
I mean, I'm fine with not
How much
taking
potential do you have?
team,
2 right now.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm
And
fine
you might
with just
actually want to
taking
take that
potential.
failure.
Yeah.
But I hate being not helpful.
No,
It's
you
not
guys can
you.
still.
You want to be helpful, but I'm not letting you.
You guys can still be helpful. You can still be helping her out. It's just
Not
you
doing
can't watch her 24/7.
It's like, dude,
And she keeps-
don't
she
fly 30 feet above their heads through the hallway. But I like it.
Yeah, I mean, and she keeps doing things that cause her problems, like talking
In class.
to
yeah.
people at all.
Relatable.
Yeah. She keeps doing terrible things.
People
like,
are so confused. Like when I say
yeah, she keeps making terrible social
Tell
choices, like
Pahomies.
talking.
they don't understand, so
Yeah.
We do though, because we
you guys figure it out. You don't
You're
understand.
like, hi, I very
but
much
you get
like
the
the
gist.
face.
No one's ever said that before. My eyes are scary. I'm still working on the picture of my eyes because they're so freaking complicated. Yeah, I know.
So just look up a picture of bloody eyes.
Dude!
What?
Dude! That's not what I was
Davey,
thinking.
at this point, they're not bloody anymore.
Okay,
they're
so
just
just look up a
scars.
picture.
There's some
scarred
pictures
eyes.
from Daredevil where some people, like, there's areas around their eyes where it got a lot of scars.
Mm-hmm.
And that may be closer to kind of what you're thinking of.
Yeah, so just look up a picture of
And then just
eyes
black.
scarred. Like, I don't see the problem.
Just big holes. Where your
I mean,
Yeah,
you
because
can add
there's
blood
some
if you
people
want.
who like live through a car crash, and their pupils do this thing where they kind of like they aren't in a perfect circle and they're kind of like blobs, and I think that's really cool. It's weird,
Well,
but it's
cool.
amazing.
I don't know. Cool's quite.
Well, it's weird, but it looks really neat, and I think
Cool
that it's a
for
good
her
idea.
character.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm not a nice person.
Yeah, you are.
You're doing okay. You know.
That's really reassuring.
I'm the one who suggested to look up a picture of bloody eyes. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just
not
didn't wash
helpful.
them.
ever.
I mean, I couldn't see, so. Oh, the pain. Oh, I laugh because it hurts.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'm just looking for some stuff real quick.
Stop scratching your scars. She was like scratching, and then she like ate her finger.
Okay.
Oh my God! On Monday, if Andrew curses, you have to say, "Oh, more of the swearings."
Dude, we're on winter break.
Right, Christmas. By the way, happy holidays when it comes out. It's 3 days from Christmas. So, yeah. Happy holidays. It might not be Christmas. But,
No, it'll be around. I know,
I'll
post this pretty quick.
I know, but people might not celebrate Christmas is what I'm saying. Happy holidays.
You guys are terrible.
I know, we are, right? It's middle school. We know what the social hierarchy is.
Mm-hmm.
It starts me, Jamie. I'm not going to differentiate who is who.
I bet I'm the one on top.
Yeah, probably.
You just agree. You're like, yeah.
Pretty much.
You're better.
That's about right. I love how there's no argument that I'm on the bottom. Yeah, we both know that you have less friends. She agreed.
I mean,
she actually agreed. You guys are both really popular, though.
And there's not much to argue against.
who's popular?
Me?
Both of you. You have so many friends. So do you. You have a lot more friends than I originally knew about.
Knew about or had? There's a difference.
Yes.
What?
I love doing that to people. They're like,
This or this? Yes.
it's like, hey, do you want barbecue or chicken? No.
No.
Oh, you have to pick one. No.
That's what I do to my mom. When she says, do you want chicken or pork? I just say, no, I want spaghetti. She's like,
Well, we don't
that's
have
not an
spaghetti.
option.
Sorry, I'm trying my best here. I'm a loud person, alright?
Wow, I know.
You raised me. You raised me like this.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm shooting glitter.
What's new?
Okay. So we have. Okay. So let me think about this. We've got things we've got going pretty well in classes and stuff like that. This week has been an unmitigated disaster, though.
Really?
Over the course of the last 2 days, so it's Monday, Tuesday.
I mean, this is true in real life too.
Wednesday morning is rolling up, and so far you have had math tell you that you are missing multiple assignments.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, wow.
Remember, because you got snake eyes?
Oh yeah, math is hard.
You've been missing missing multiple assignments, and Mr. Brick does not sound like he's actually like being like gentle, understanding. Mr. Brick, he's like kind of done with my patience at this point, Mr. Brick, which is super fun.
Can't read the equations. Can't write.
We went to great lengths to make sure that you've got the materials that you need for both computerized and paper-based study. I just need you to actually do the work now, Miss Gwen. I realize that you have a lot of important extracurriculars distracting you, but you will actually need this. If not in the real world, although also the real world, then you will need it to pass my class. And I'm given to understand that your guardian has a great deal of interest in your continued academic success. So I'm also given to understand from your body language that you would prefer that I not contact them about the way things are going at this time. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Then I suggest you spend some of your early morning ferry trips in study hall. That look on your face like, oh shit, he's keeping track of me.
He doesn't have superpowers. He has to make up for it somehow. I watched the surveillance.
Say that out loud sometime and see what he has to say about having to make up for not having superpowers. His point of view on things is that you really have to make up for having superpowers.
I don't like math. I don't say that to him, but I walk into the classroom like every day I'm reminded of why.
So that was early Monday morning.
Of course it was.
Monday afternoon, Princess Arizella, hi. Oh, thank you. Yes, moving on. Princess Arizella left or caught you in the hallway and said she reminded you or told you that you needed to check your. Actually, just handed you a sheet of paper. I think I got the braille right on this. How do you do a D on a paper? This is really substandard work for you, Miss Quinn. I'm surprised and a little disappointed. And as the first essay of the semester, I hope it doesn't set a precedent. I mean, this is your first year in the sophomore, obviously.
This is the first day?
No, this is like a couple weeks in.
Oh, I was like...
It's been a couple of weeks.
Dude!
It's been a couple of weeks ago, you know, and she's like, you know, you and I both got to be, you know, find our feet last year, and I was excited to be taking on the second year students as well. I know that you're excited to be in the class. This is not up to the standards that I've come to expect from you, Miss Quinn. I think you need to step up a little bit.
It's so real, it hurts. It's so real.
Sometimes things can get, I happen to know from past experiences, sometimes that things can get a lot to handle with all of the extra stuff going on in your life as well as school. I would suggest that you find a few things that you can always, when everything else is going poorly, you can fall back and say, well, at least this is going well. I volunteer for that thing that's always going well to be my class, but you really need to do the other half of that so that you have that one bright spot. She wants to shift your danger down and shift your superior up.
I'm just gonna look and see if I want to handle that. What does she want to do?
Shift your danger up.
Superior up, danger down.
Superior up, danger down.
Actually, no. She would shift your danger down, mundane up. She wants you to focus on normal school stuff. that annoyed eyelid flicker. Well, what she's saying is you need to prioritize the schoolwork over the heroing. If you push back on that, then it's pretty obvious what you need to do.
I know, but I like this teacher.
It's not going to necessarily. I mean, you need to act to prove her wrong.
Immediately.
No, you need to act to prove her wrong to you, not to her. You don't need to like flip her off and run out of the room. You need to immediately act to prove to yourself that she's not right about you. That the superheroing stuff is the thing. Or that you can balance it, or that you can do both. And part of that is doing the superhero stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I think I want
Well, you got to roll first. So the roll for resisting is on this sheet somewhere. Sure it is. I believe that.
To be fair, if I
inside.
did accept that, my superior would be at +3 and my mundane would be at -1, so I don't really want to do that. I really don't.
She wants you to move it up. Mundane up, superior down.
Up. Yeah.
And that would not make...
Then my superior would be a +1 and my mundane would be a +1.
Yep.
That might actually not be bad.
Vigil would disagree.
Yeah, visual
Strongly.
disagree very strongly.
Are you going to do it or not? What do you
This
think?
feels like such a big decision.
And it's going to be, luckily for you, the faculty is going to shift your label so many damn times that
It's not going to matter.
it's not going to feel like it's as big a decision. No, it's probably not true.
I think I'll do it.
You're going to go with it?
I
Or
think I'm just going to go with it.
So superior down, mundane up?
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Arizona. All right, so new essay due at the end of the week. Let's see some of that. I'm assuming that you already have your first draft done, since that was what was actually on the timeline for the rubric today.
I mean, of course I have it done.
So that was Monday. Tuesday. Tuesday, Sergeant Surge asked you to demonstrate the obstacle course and gymnastics. Oh God, what do they call it? It's not equipment. It's what do they call all the gymnastics gear? Like the different.
Like beam, floor, bar.
Yeah, what do they call those? It's the. Hey, Kate.
Beam, floor, bar.
Go ask her what they call like the pommel horse. Like what do they call it? Gymnastics. Something.
Equipment?
No, they have a phrase for it in gymnastics. I don't remember what it is. There's like a collective phrase for all the gymnastics. Apparatus. So he asked you to demonstrate all of the.
Do I fail really horribly?
No, you're fantastic, and you make everyone else in the class look like bumbling, clumsy morons, and they all.
Wait, I have a question.
Dislike you for that. Yes.
Are we all in the same classes together?
I mean, many of them.
You're Mr. Brick.
Many of them. Yeah.
Palacine, I'm so proud you got an
So yeah, no, you do an awesome job, Serge. But the thing is, and it's fine, you get done, and then Serge goes on a 10-minute tear about this is the kind of work that I expect from people, and this is why I am constantly, demonstrably, and predictably disappointed in the pathetic work that gets turned in by everybody else in this group. Thank you, Silhouette, for demonstrating what a student at Phoenix Academy should be doing and demonstrating so clearly how everyone else fails to live up to that standard. And everybody, and you can feel the so much hate.
But am I in the same class as her?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm doing it too. Just not as intense, but still like really.
Yeah, really. You can just feel the stare on you from Sergeant Surge during this entire speech. It's just like, and
now to demonstrate the opposite way that this apparatus can be handled, Ember!
No!
Remember, you go over the pommel horse, not under it.
Okay,
when I say over, I don't mean 30 feet, I mean over.
Try not to melt the beam.
It's brand new.
From last week.
I want to melt his face off like so bad.
The classroom was like, I swear to God, I'm going to pummel his face in, and I'm going to make it stay that way permanently.
The worst of it, though, Wednesday morning, you're coming in early. Are you working on the paper or are you exercising?
I'm working on the paper.
All right. So you're like at the cafeteria table, and you're at one of the tables in the caf and kind of like half eating and half reading some research stuff that you need, like you're figuring out what the citations need to be for this, like, because you got to have references in there, because nothing's worse than an academic paper. You have the references.
What do you mean the period goes after the parentheses?
And you see Jack kind of going by, or you can tell Jack kind of going by.
Oh, no.
And
we're all just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
So you guys, he'll frequently like, hey, kind of, Silhouette, it's me. Hey, Sil, it's me.
Yeah, I know.
No, he'll do that normally. He doesn't.
I'm done.
You can see his. You can tell his pulse kind of goes up, and not in a good way. Like something
It's not like a crush.
He's angry or something. And you see him actually kind of like, you hear him, he like alters his route and kind of like walks away from you, like specifically.
Am I allowed to step in, and, like see it
I mean, I
happen?
don't know if you're coming early or whatever.
Well, no,
You
remember,
pop in
I
front of
am
him,
because,
grab his shoulders, and turn him around and push
because
him.
I got invited, right, to come early.
Oh, right, yeah. Come in for Arizona.
So like, am I be stepping out of the bathroom or something?
Sure, you could. I mean, you could. But after the practice, this is like after you would be practicing. You would be coming into the cafeteria. I mean, you can certainly see him. Like he actually like walks up, like somewhat near, stops, looks at her, and then turns and like heads and up. Heads.
You can
another
just like
direction.
it kind of. You can see me
Enough for
kind of
me
go
to
like
be
this.
like, oh no.
So I'm kind of here like.
Am I allowed to step in?
If you want.
Okay. Do I need a roll?
What do you want to do?
I just want to kind of pull him aside and like, excuse me.
No,
what
please.
was that?
Please, no. Oh God.
Okay, so what you're rolling
so
is
bad.
what you're rolling is a defend because you're really defending your friend from this like heinous like.
You're like, hey, why are you mad at her? Like that's what?
Why are you being such a jerk?
Oh
Like,
no.
I saw that. I see everything.
Ember, stop.
Okay.
I will never stop.
All right.
And
So
I like it's partly like I'm kind of like down here like shit, like it's like what he did, and it's also I know that you're by the door, and it's like, oh,
there's no situation. I mean, honestly, depending on what a roll is, but I mean, I'm unless she really flips things around, there's a good chance you're gonna be taking a powerful blow from this anyway.
I mean, yeah.
I like how you don't even
From me helping her, or from
no from his
yeah.
behavior. But if your defend's really rocking, it may turn things around. So let's find out. Defend is add savior.
Oh God. This actually makes me
it's
so
plus
sad.
Yeah, she's got savior. She got savior. Yes, she do. That's
3,
a 4.
4, 5, 6.
Wah,
Sorry.
wah.
So close.
Hey, guess
to
what?
Something.
Add potential.
Wait.
Did you just ding?
What have you
Ding. Yeah.
So
What have you done?
tell me how you completely unload on him in like this screaming mama bear fit of overprotectiveness in the middle of the cafeteria.
Wait, that much? But I was so close to like, kind of like, okay.
Remember how your emotions
Shoot,
like
I actually have a perfect way to play out. Like,
No, but you remember how your emotions like totally
Yeah.
drive you? You just lose it on him in the middle of the cafeteria, calling him out for ignoring Silhouette when she's clearly into you. No, it's all like coming out. It's just like the fire from your hands. It's all
and
just,
you can kind of hear me. Like, you're so busy, but I'm like, Ember, stop. And you're still going. I'm like, Ember,
think
stop.
it was gonna be
and you
that
still
bad.
go. I stand up, look at you, look at you, and go, and scream at the top of my lungs, Ember, stop.
I thought it was just gonna be like, how could you, like, people around weren't gonna understand
Okay,
what I was talking about, but I was just
there's
like,
a plus
how could
side.
you do that?
There's a
if
plus
I actually,
side.
it's
Think
kind
about
of
it
the
this
opposite.
way. Not everyone's in the cafeteria because this is before.
Yeah.
school.
Okay.
No,
So it's
no,
not
no,
your
It's- no. Not everybody will see this happen. Instead, everybody will hear about it through a game of high school telephone for the next 2 days.
so much worse.
Leave him alone. Like, that is exactly like, it just.
Okay, so you say leave him alone, and he turns around and kind of looks in your direction. He goes, "Well, you don't need to defend me either." So I'm gonna have you take a powerful blow.
Well, obviously.
Do you have conditions right now? Do you have any conditions?
No, thank God I cleared them all last time because it's about
Wait,
to be.
question: do I take a condition?
Do you want to take a condition?
Kind of.
Yes.
Guilty.
You should
Guilty?
take a condition.
Okay.
Yes. You absolutely should take.
Or you
a
could take. I
condition.
mean, pick between guilty and angry. It
What
depends
am
how you
I
feel.
rolling?
You're-
Thinking angry because I'd feel guilty after.
Yeah. Okay, so angry at him right now. The 6 gives you angry, and then your
I'm gonna
angry is
cry.
like you just unload on him.
What
Nothing. You don't add anything.
Yeah,
you just
right,
roll.
I'm just rolling
Straight up
to
roll.
be horrible. Of course, I roll a 7.
Okay. That's not too bad. Sevens
Could be
aren't-
worse. Could be a 10.
Take a powerful blow. When you take a powerful blow, roll conditions. On a 7 and 9, choose one. You lash out verbally provoke your teammate to foolhardy action or take advantage of your influence
I
to
already
inflict a
did
condition on
foolhardy
them.
action.
Well, we
Ooh, that's
literally
perfect.
just did that, so...
Well, no, she got angry at him. That's from her 6. Take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. So you could like take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition and give her guilty, because the thing that you say makes her realize, oh crap, I made things worse.
I think it's just like...
You can give ground. Your opposition gets an opportunity. I know what that would look like. So
Look at this, crazy.
No, just let me know if that's what you want, because I know how that will go. And it will be, I want to let you know, awesome.
Awesome in the good way or awesome in the bad way?
Oh God, I'm taking a condition. It's obviously awesome in the bad way.
No, you wouldn't be taking it. It's awesome in the incredibly good bad way.
That doesn't help either.
Incredibly bad good way.
I think I'm just
Is it good for our good?
Good story, bad
bad
feels.
I think it's probably like...
Or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. You don't have to mark any conditions. There's
You
lots
can
of...
make me mark a condition.
I think that what it is like I'm going to use my influence to inflict a condition, and like what I'm going to do is like...
I like this. Yeah,
it's
hit
like,
me.
Yeah,
Bring
do
it.
it.
It's like after that, I just kind of like run out of the cafeteria, go into the bathroom, lock myself in a stall, and immediately start, crying, whatever that looks like, you know. Well, probably I can cry, but like, you know, it's just, it's...
There may or may not be tears. That's one way or the other, but yeah.
It's
so,
the pain, it's the sorrow, it's the sound.
Well, I'm going to take guilty.
Take guilty.
And then I'm going to follow her out. But I'm going to give him like a death stare.
Did you get your ding? Oh, yeah.
I did. I did hit my ding.
Okay.
You're already making it worse.
You are... Okay.
In the bathroom.
You're in the bathroom. You're going looking for her. Where were you? Your week's been going...
I hate you so much.
No.
For having a decent...
No, she had a bad roll too.
I know, but she...
So, over the mic, it's like, mic feedback. Palacine, please report to the administrator's office. Palacine, Hellbinder's office, please. Earliest convenience.
Is this the Hellbinder or the old freaking lady?
It sounded like it was Hellbinder using the mic, which is why you get the feedback, because he's not very good with the tech. So he gets like the mic feedback.
Oh God, what have you done?
So the teacher, you're in Mr. Brick's room right now.
Oh, I have to leave Mr. Brick.
You look so sad walking out of the room.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Hurry back. Everything will be...
Blushing so hard, just like, thanks! I mean, at least everything's going fine with your love life.
She has an obsession with an older faculty member.
That's not...
At least everything's going fine with your love life. I'm sorry.
I mean, compared to your train wreck, yeah, probably. But she's still like...
I thought it was helping!
You didn't.
Well, no, she could have run. She could have handled it. I mean,
like if I had gotten a 10, I could have been like.
What you did was
In my character.
Absolutely in character, and certainly came from a place of wanting to protect your friend.
Yeah.
But every other part of it was bad. Mm-hmm. But okay, welcome to humanity. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, it's not even that's how teenagers roll. People just do that shit. Like, pardon my French, but that's adults, that's kids, that's everybody.
I mean, friggin' Eli in the park.
Oh my god.
He heard it. He heard it from me.
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right, so you get to the principal's office. And I really should have a better picture
What
of it.
could go wrong?
You get to the principal's office, and there are 2 gentlemen in the front, like sort of waiting room kind of thing, who are wearing like dark suits, narrow ties. Let me see if I can find
Like
it.
the Matrix.
No. Ooh. Actually, that's not bad. Matrix agents.
Don't take her away and do experiments on her.
No.
That's an actual possibility.
Not yet.
It's okay. okay, Jamie. I know you're over there by yourself. If there was a third seat over here, you'd be in it.
We could
I like
drag
being
one
able
up
to
here.
look at you.
See her emotions.
So I'm having to turn my head.
Oh my god, who could even suggest that? That's like so much work.
So much effort.
I'm so sad. You have no idea how sad I am. Sorry. Maybe I missed my first period because I'm so sad. That'd be bad.
That'd be real.
But it would be accurate.
Which one's your first period?
That's a
Math.
question.
It'd be math.
It would be math.
Because that's earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Or PE.
Or it's earlier than LA,
Mm-hmm.
but it's early. But it's yeah, it's earlier than gym. Gym is earlier than LA, and LA is later than both of them. So maybe I would set it up like my actual schedule. Like that's period 1.
Wait, which
Gym.
one's period 1?
Math.
Yeah.
Gym is like period 2. LA is like period 8.
And yours
Maybe
seems to
gym
be
is like period 5, just to like have that room.
Wait, so is
But-
it normal school when she gets called in?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is
like-
this later in the day?
No, it's like during classes and stuff like that. So like during period 1, she gets called in. It's pretty
Okay,
quick.
so
I like how
Your
they just
guys'
do it
first
over
period.
the loudspeaker so the entire school hears that I'm getting sent down to the principal.
so your guys' first period is math, and our second period is gym.
Mhm.
Excuse me, gym.
Second or like third.
And everyone's 8th period is
What?
LA.
Everyone's 8th period. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. Like we're all in the same LA class.
What other classes are there?
Science, obviously.
Okay,
Like
so
the-
I'll take science as my first period.
Yeah.
That can be your guys'
second or third.
that can be your third, and then we can have lunch fourth. Just
Lunch
like,
fourth, and then gym is no.
and then
Yeah.
yeah, everyone wrote
Oh,
down their
geez.
schedule.
Oh jeez.
You guys are. I love that. You're like working out the whole.
So period 1 for me in Palacine would be math with and then in parentheses is I'm gonna write brick. Period 1. Maybe actually label it with numbers. Period 2. Are we gonna have that as gym for me and you?
Oh yeah.
Also, if you're having it with somebody,
my period 2 be?
your period 2.
Okay,
Period 4 is lunch.
Daddy, Sean wants another episode.
Okay. I'll do that.
What would my period 2 be?
It could be
Art. You have art.
I get to put my hand on the table and draw it, and I write all over the walls, and the teacher yells at me.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
Okay, period
art.
2 for me, it would be gym.
I'll take French as my period 5.
What's period 3?
Period 3 for
My period 3 is math.
I've
So
already had math.
yeah.
science. You and me have science. Wait, who's the teacher for gym again? Oh yeah, Sergeant Surge.
Mhm.
I'm just writing Surge
Who's
on
the
it.
teacher for science? Is there
No,
a
I don't
science
know.
teacher?
I don't know. We'll leave that
Do we
blank
get,
until we figure
guys?
it
Do
out.
we have an off period? Because it's high school.
Yeah.
That can be,
I'm gonna put that as my 6th.
yeah, 6.
Yeah, that would be 6. So what's period 3
Period
again? Period
4?
3 is period 3 for me is
Science.
science, right?
Period 4 is lunch.
I love how into this you guys are.
Science with Palacine. I'm writing down who I have these with, by the way. Lunch we
I'm
all
just writing with S or art with no one. Science.
And then periods.
Kelly, can you get the door,
Period
please?
5 is free, right?
No, period
No.
6
Yeah.
is all.
So yeah. Wait. Shoot.
So oversight is the superhero
Wait, what do you
group. Are
want
we
me
just
to do?
doing
Close
Aegis
the
as
door?
as the government group? Yeah,
Yeah.
close the door, please.
I think that's easier than.
What's period
whatever
5?
they're doing.
I did French. Like I just picked an elective type thing.
Well, I have art for my
Oh,
elective.
okay.
Oh, I could do PE.
Oh, have you
Oh,
not
yeah.
done gym yet? Okay. I need something for period 7, and then everyone's period 8 is LA.
We don't have to have 8 periods, by the way.
I think we should though.
Well, okay, first of all, there's a couple of classes that you are going to be taking. One of them's like, gym for you guys is really going to be like,
Mandatory.
yeah, and there's also going to be applied. There's one class that's just called applied skills,
We need that.
Yeah.
and it's
That
gonna
could be
not
period
the science.
5.
what's that?
That's not science.
No, applied skills is like
could be our-
superhero practice.
That
my
could be our period
7,
5.
because period 5 is PE.
Right.
For 5. Mine will be applied skills.
Okay, yeah.
You guys have all your classes together.
I
I
have
have 2
2.
classes with Silhouette, 1 with you.
Oh wait, which
Yeah,
one do
you
we
guys
have
are-
together?
LA. All 3 of us have LA together.
Yeah. Right now I have 2 with Palacine and 2 with Ember.
I have 2 with you, and then
How do
that's
you
it.
spell the princess's name?
Although we all have lunch together, right?
ARIZELLA.
I'm just going to write princess on that. Okay, period 5. I don't have period 6 down.
I need something. Is there another class
Period
besides
6 is
science, gym, math,
Okay.
For all of us.
applied skills, and language arts?
History.
History.
Oh,
Okay,
history.
periods-
Then get rid of your
I did.
French.
Yeah, I did.
That's going to be instead of art.
Okay.
Wait, so my period 7 is history.
So I have my period 1 is math, period 2 is gym, period 3 is science, then period 4 is lunch, period 5 is applied skills, period 6, what should I have that as? Because I have that as my off period right now.
That's
Okay.
We all have 6. That's
Okay.
our off period.
With
That's
all.
you guys end up down in the clubhouse.
Yeah. Period 7 is our what?
I have history down.
Oh yeah, history.
Do you have history for period 7?
No, I have it for period 2.
Okay.
Mine's math 1, history 2, science 3, lunch 4, PE 5, off 6, applied skills 7, language arts 8.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mine's period 1 science, period 2 gym.
Language arts
Period
isn't
three
as much
math.
English as I mean, in a lot of cases, language arts actually means like learning other languages, and it's not all Earth languages, depending on
Okay, that
what
makes
you're
sense.
doing and stuff.
Period
so.
4 lunch, period 5 applied skills, period 6 off period, period
Who has
7
period
history,
7
and
for
period-
history?
I do.
Okay, so
And period 8 is language arts.
what classes do you guys have together?
Language arts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
and period 6.
Palacine.
And
Yeah.
lunch. So
Palacine.
you guys are good.
Principal's office. Palacine. 2 of these guys up there on the desktop. 2 of these guys out front. They stand and they both kind of turn to you at the same time, like.
Don't be done here.
It's like, ew,
Um,
it's her. You guys look like you're from the
Hi.
Matrix.
Selma-
You wouldn't know what the Matrix is.
Selma says, "Yeah, right inside there," and she goes over and just ignores these guys. Walks right past them and swings the door open. She's here, and kind of motions you in. Inside, you got Hellbinder, and Hellbinder wears like this black and white suit with a red tie. His skin
Gotta
is
have a little pop of color in there.
his skin is like still like kind of dark and somewhat scaled in certain places, kind of.
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
Hair's black. He's got like one white streak back through it. Sitting in here with him, I don't have a good picture for him yet. I will get one. But in the meantime, sitting with him is another. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Hang on.
I'm still sad.
There we go.
I love how we made our entire schedule.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sitting in here with him is this individual who is an older woman. She's also dressed. She's also dressed in like kind of like formal grown-up clothes for Earth people, as near as you've been able to tell.
Rosa Roque, question mark?
No,
Okay, good.
no.
I was like, they're really that lame to be reusing characters.
She no. She Hellbinder says, "Palacine, please come in. Have a seat."
Why is it you?
And after you sit, he then hands you a little card. This is, and it's one of these it's like a business card kind of a thing.
You're turning your fingernails into bubbles because you're bored.
This is Special Agent Parker with AEGIS. Have you heard of AEGIS, Palacine?
No.
AEGIS is well, I suppose I should let you explain it, Ms. Parker. Oh, no, Hellbinder. I'm sure you have more than enough experience with us over the course of time to be able to adequately explain our responsibilities in the realm of keeping track of uncontrollable, dangerous elements in the city and the world. You've been that person often enough.
Shh. Oh my god.
But
the roasting sessions today are real.
But that's not why I'm here today, or you're not the person that I'm here to deal with today. We've been getting a lot of disturbing and somewhat disappointing reports of disruptive behavior here at Phoenix Academy from someone who AEGIS has decided needs a little bit of extra coaching and direction to blend in a little bit more effectively with the student body and Halcyon City as a whole. That would be you, Ms. Palacine. Now, the planet has collectively offered you a haven of safety and asylum from your
situation
on your home planet. Thank you. From your situation on your home planet, and what could potentially be a very dangerous situation if the ire of the individual who is currently active in your home sector falls upon this planet. And in exchange, we need some assurances that you're going to be able to act appropriately while you are under our protection. To that end, AEGIS has assigned me as your advisor and liaison on all matters behavioral. There's a moment of like just dead silence. You say anything?
So like my mommy?
Congratulations, Palacine. You've acted strange enough to acquire a babysitter from AEGIS, says Hellbinder.
What's a babysitter? Do they sit on children?
We will be
Do they sit on these small creatures known as babies?
acting on the behest of the government of the country in which you are currently residing, and under the auspices and authority of AEGIS, I will be advising you on appropriate behavior and offering corrective measures if you are not able to live up to those standards.
What are majors?
What?
What are majors?
Is that clear? We're going to have weekly meetings where we check in on your behavior and make sure that you are adapting appropriately to life on Earth and not causing any untoward problems.
I can adapt. This is a fish.
Okay. We understand that in many ways you can be physically flexible. Mentally, we need that level of flexibility on display as well.
I can stretch my brain. Is that not what I was
Parker
supposed
just kind
to
of looks
say?
at you like totally deadpan, looks at Hellbinder, totally like, that won't be necessary at this time. For now, and she extends this kind of like black rubber. It looks like a Fitbit bracelet.
It's a bouncy ball.
We'd like you to wear this so we can track your what's what I'm looking for.
Movement.
No.
Location.
Thinking like heart rate and those kinds of things.
Status.
Oh.
Heart rate.
No. I'm not gonna.
Those kinds of things.
You know, your personal vitals in case you come into any danger, any harm, or if you're in a social situation that agitates your physical responses,
Well-being.
your physical responses will be able to respond appropriately and quickly as possible. We have people on staff here at Phoenix Academy who will be able to help you as quickly as possible.
Poor guy who's monitoring your 3
Can
heartbeats.
Can you please put that on and remember to keep it on whenever possible? Thank you, Miss Palacine. I appreciate your cooperation, and I'm sure we will be talking again soon. Hopefully we won't be talking often.
I can stretch my brain.
Stretch my brain. What are you doing, little bug?
She's giving everybody hugs.
You are such a weird little monkey.
She's coming for you.
Coming for you.
I'm going to give you the longest hug.
Oh,
She likes you the best.
that's true.
She said that. See, she's cute when she's not bothering you. Doesn't get me.
Close the door, please, Zoe Bear.
Try not to
Thank
slam
you.
it.
Gently. Gently. Less gently.
Even more.
Keep going. You almost got it. There you go.
It'll last.
You guys have, do you have,
Close the door. Which one's a door? It's like walks up to
do you
the
have
wall,
younger
just like,
siblings?
I do. I have a younger brother and an older brother.
Do you have younger siblings? You are.
How do I close it?
So,
Oh god.
you somehow, what do you do? I mean, you appear to have, like, you've got this bracelet thing on now.
Do you have a pink one? That's what I would say.
You've got this bracelet thing on now. That seems to indicate something. You get the sense that they're... I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you feel positive about this, or is this kind of feeling like they put a tracker on you, like some kind of like zoo animal?
Yeah, I don't like it because in my other world, like on my home planet,
Everybody's free.
yeah, like you live your own life, and now they're forcing me to wear this bracelet. And though it's very fashionable, this black band around my wrist.
I'm being
Like a
watched by the
violation of your
government.
privacy.
Just take it down like 10 decibels. That's all I'm asking. Okay. So she leaves. Do you say anything to Hellbinder? Or do you go and find your friends?
What's a babysitter?
And what do you do? You have a few minutes before the next class, Miss Palacine. If you need a moment. Like the business card I got up there? Thank you.
It's Agent Parker.
Well, I needed an agent.
It's Agent Parker.
I know.
I always thought that Agent Parker was a boy for a lot of the sessions because it was never really explained to me. He used Agent Parker in his other game, so.
Well, it's ages. She has lots of jobs.
Agent Parker.
Anyway, so what are you doing?
What's a babysitter? I really want you to ask that. It's like, would you please alliterate?
Kaylee.
Well, I guess I just say, I'm like, have a nice day, sir.
Okay, so you're keeping this kind of canned in. Absolutely, and you have a good day as well too, Miss Palacine. If you're having any problems navigating the labyrinth of school life, just do let us know. We'd love to be able to help our students as much as possible.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So what? So after you leave, what do you do?
English is hard.
I guess, what period would it be? We
It's-
just came from math.
Yeah, you're probably like a couple minutes into the second period. What second period?
For
her-
history.
I love that you guys have mapped out like your whole school schedule. That is the nicest thing.
Jane's
And neither
struggling
and,
right now.
and
She's
none of you
June.
are in band.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Band is horrible. It's
Anyway.
horrible.
Anyway, so what are you doing? You heading to history, or you heading to
Well, I'm gonna go down to the secret base.
Are you? You just kind of
And
ditching?
I'm just gonna go relax. Cause, I mean,
Palacine is skipping class.
my teachers don't know that I'm not still in the other.
At the principal's office.
Oh,
that's
smart.
So I just go down to the base because I don't like history.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I don't
Now Aegis
understand.
is watching you. They know you aren't in class, Palacine.
Well, I don't understand why I have to learn about this world that I haven't lived on till a month ago.
Good point, honestly. I've lived on it
Why
for
do I
like
need-
14
why
years
do
and
I
I
need
still
to
with
know
don't
how
have any
any-
that
idea
said, though,
about
the whole
history.
point, the whole reason that I just got attracted is because you're not, like, fitting in very well. So the class that helps you fit in better is the one you're skipping, which I think
Is beautiful.
is awesome, is beautiful and poetic. You stormed off to the restroom to have yourself a bit of a lie down,
Although it's gym.
cry down,
It's gym right now, the class we both have together.
right? But were you going to go and try to find her?
No, I'm going to purposely show you up.
Or are you going to gym?
Yeah, I was, but then like the bell rang, and I decided I should probably go to gym. As much as I hate it, but like
All right.
it's rather be there than be
Gym
Who cares? She
is.
ruined all of my socials.
All right. Which classes do you guys have together? Because you
well,
should.
like I couldn't find you, so
I need
we're,
you to.
like,
I need you to.
gym.
So here's the thing. I need you to rearrange things so that you have gym together because.
All three of us?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I want teams to be in gym.
Okay, when do you have gym right now?
5th.
What's in 5th?
We have applied skills right now in 5th.
What's your second period?
What's
class?
History.
when do you have applied skills?
7th.
Applied skills and gym should be in the same class.
Okay.
Why don't you guys walk around and see if you can sync it up?
So put history in 7th,
Yeah.
and now that's with everyone.
Oh, well, then I can't skip history.
Put
No, but it's perfect because you can go to gym saying, "Well, my friends will understand me, so I'm going to go to gym."
gym in 2nd.
And then what do you have right now?
And then applied skills for 5th.
Okay, so how are we set up right now? So I have period 1 with, that's math, with Palacine. What do you have for period 1?
Science.
Okay, and
I'm
then
just worried about-
period 2.
So all I'm just worried about is gym and applied skills that you guys have the same class.
Yeah, we all have the same class for,
Okay.
from lunch till the end of the day, we all have classes together.
Nice. Nice.
And I don't have to see it till second period.
But it's second period now.
I know, it's second period.
Well, I tried
So it's
to
Sergeant
find
Surge.
you.
He tried.
Oh no, I have 2 conditions right now.
Today, superpowered disappointing meat sacks, you will be engaging in our favorite team group activities.
Oh, great.
Your score will depend on the performance of other pathetic people standing next to you. We will be splitting up in what nominally functions as what is laughably referred to as your team units.
Laughably referred.
Surge doesn't get bonus time taken off of his thing for being nice to anybody. He just has to be
He just has to be honest.
He just has to be the gym teacher. He doesn't have to be a nice gym teacher that does not actually. And he'll point that out to anybody. So you're not very nice about it. He's like, I don't actually get any more time off my sentence for being nice, so I don't see the point in wasting that much time, that much effort on their energy. What time is it? Need to know. Ooh, 6:30. Okay, we're good. We're moving along. Tick tock, tick tock. All right.
Pushing past the pain. I can work on
I can pretend that we are going to draw lots to find out who's going to be facing off with who, but I'm not going to do that. Up first will be Honor Roll. We are going to be doing Save the Hostage today. Up first will be Honor Roll, and since we have 3 of you in class today, we will have Ember, Palacine, and Silhouette. You will draw lots because this will amuse me as to whether or not you are going to be trying to save the hostage or you are the dastardly villains holding the hostage for ransom or whatever.
What do we say to let him know that Palacine isn't here?
No,
No,
you
she's
guys
here.
are,
She's
we
here,
rearranged
never
things so you
mind.
guys
Right,
are in
yeah.
gym together. Do you guys want to defend the hostage, like be the villains who have kidnapped the hostage and have to defend against the heroes who are coming in, or do you want to be the heroes who are trying to rescue the
Heroes
hostage?
trying to
Rescue
rescue
the
to test
hostage.
like our teamwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to walk up to Ember before it starts and be like, I'm not happy with you right now. You're probably not happy with me right now, but we need to get this done. We are a team. We will get past this, but right now we need to work like one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm curious. I think. Is that a comfort or support, or is that a provoke?
Well, what's the difference
Well,
between the two?
So
It
comfort,
makes me feel-
comfort and support is like you're kind of trying to rebuild the team a little bit and maybe get rid of the like a condition off her and try to get her head back in the game. A provoke is like you need to just
I kind of
get over it and perform.
I kind of want to comfort and support and just like put my hand on her shoulders, like we can talk about this during lunch.
Because I'm not particularly like mad at her.
No, you're not. You're mad. You got angry. That's still kind of riding in there. The guilty is definitely from like what you kind of realize after the fact you did.
And the fact that she like talked to me before made
It's
me
like
feel
we
better.
can talk about this
So-
during lunch.
You came in and you're like, basically you got given a low jack. Like they basically bagged and tagged you. Like Aegis came in and say, and you kind of want to like, I get to, but at least this next period I get to sit with my friend. And your friends are all like in their own little balls of crap and not really hearing any.
I'm sorry. I'm
So,
not helpful. I like being a good friend.
What's your
Talk to me.
Well,
Speak words. I know. I just. I'm a funny
you
person.
you came in and like Serge is already like assigning people, and these guys apparently have had some drama. They had some sort of bad thing happen too. It's a mess. You can try your comfort and support. That is a mundane role, but you get to add one for having influence.
Oh,
wait.
so mine
So
like
she gets +2.
So I get
Let me
plus
wait.
2.
Stop. I need to check something here real quick. Sorry, I need to do a quick rule check because there is a move thing here where it says use your. Please don't. Please
Sorry,
don't.
it was an accident.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah, she was.
Was it really?
Yeah.
All right. We are going to using influence. Using influence. No. When you take advantage of your influence over someone, so the thing where you give her a condition, you lose your influence.
Completely.
Oh, seriously?
You can give it back later, but you
Oh,
don't.
okay.
You do not currently have influence over.
All right.
All right. So you're rolling your mundane, but you don't get a you don't get a bonus for having influence. That's what I thought was the case.
Okay, so
it's
plus
just
1.
So you're just adding one. Comfort and support.
I'm really sorry what I've done to wrong you, but please, please, please don't make me.
Do you have any conditions right now?
I do not.
Good.
I really should, but I don't. 7.
7.
7.
Oh wait, 7 plus 1 is 8.
Yes.
It's still in the same category.
Comfort or support.
You're like,
on a hint,
yes!
on a hint, they hear you. You can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels.
I'm still at
If-
a ding. I haven't done the.
We'll talk about that. We'll do that just before we get rolling in this. Okay, so you can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if you open up back to her.
Okay.
So she says like, we can talk about this at lunch, but we need to get our head in. What do you say? What do you say back? Like
Like.
a quick apology, a quick what?
Thank you for talking to me. I'm so sorry. Let's just. You're right. We should just work together right now, and we can really fix this later. Thank you so much. Like for talking.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can clear a condition, or you can add mark
Clear
potential if you want.
guilty.
Clear guilty. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
I'm still angry though.
Still mad.
Dad, Lainey's asking about babysitting.
What about it?
So I said I was hoping that everybody could come over to my dad's house and we could all have a sleepover and stuff with onesies. And Rachel goes, I'm down. I can come pretty much whenever. I go, nice. And I said, the address is blank. And Lainey said, okay, but no babysitting, question mark.
Well, there'll be little kids around, and we're going to kind of ask the older kids to watch out for the little kids and kind of keep it out, and there will be benefits for that. Yeah. So it's not like official babysitting, it's just kind of like...
The little kids will be around, and we might just kind of keep track of where they are, and there will be benefits for that.
No, there will be.
Just make
The
sure
little
they're
kids
not
will be around, and we...
Just like make sure they don't drink.
I said we will keep track... sorry. Move the curtain.
Okay. While you're doing that, let's look at how the potential thing works.
Okay.
Do. Heroes. Advancement. 151. Dun 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 dun.
I can take a move from another.
Sometimes you gain. Mark potential. There are a few ways to mark potential. You did this already. Most of the advances are pretty straightforward. Here's a few notes. So basically, you erase, and you mark one of your. You can choose one of those advances, whichever one
I
seems.
want to take a move from another playbook.
What's the move?
I don't know. Can I look at some of the playbooks?
Sure. Real quick, what they suggest frequently. What they suggest for the Nova, in terms of plays from other playbooks, is the thick and thick-skinned from the Bold playbook. That is from the Bull. Where are we at here? Whenever you have angry marked, take +1 ongoing to unleash your powers.
Oh, well, that works in my favor for now.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, having angry is easy. Like, it's easy to end up with angry. Fight the good fight from the Legacy playbook is like lets you kind of pull your shots to not use your full strength all the time. Coming for you from the transformed playbook is the transformed one is. Oh, it's actually this other way. Coming for you. When you mark a condition, take +1 forward against the person that you blame for causing it. So, if you take conditions a lot, it can kind of help out a little bit. The thick and thick skin was the one I think we were talking about at one point in time because it was like,
Yeah. That's the like anger one.
Yeah, when I'm angry, I get a +1 to whoever to unleash your powers, which is also another role that you do.
I kind of want to do that.
All right.
Because I feel like I'm angry right now, so it'd be like a good time to unlock it.
So write it down under other moves. You just write down thick and thick skin and basically copy what it says right there.
Okay.
Okay. That's a little move that you got, and it'll give you a +1 to unleash your powers while you're angry. Sweet. All right, so and you got rid of guilty. That's cool. What do you do? What do you do or say before things get going here? Because apparently you've got to get going. Apparently you have this mission, this practice mission thing kind of thing that you're supposed to be doing.
My suitcase. These arms are my suitcase.
Is that going to be what you take on the airplane?
Sweet. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Sorry,
So this is a pretty simplified kind of deal. Basically, there's so the group that we already, and I think I kind of had this. We'll get this group back up here real quick so we can see them. Am I on the? No, I'm not.
Okay, what did you do?
I took thick and thick skin because I took.
It gives her a +1 to unleash her powers when she's angry.
Oh, that makes sense.
Works right now because I'm angry.
Where's
Angry. Oh, that's perfect because we're in gym class too.
Mm-hmm.
student body? I'm looking for the honor roll. Am I on honor roll? No, I'm not.
Honor roll's the third one down. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Click.
Okay, so on the other side, you've got Brightside, Dazzle, and Chad.
Nobody calls him
Crasher.
Can
All
I do
right,
a move?
Brightside. This is Sergeant Surge. Brightside, Dazzle, Chad. Dude, call me Crasher. Absolutely, Chad. So the gym's been all set up with like this sort of like scaffolding kind of thing, and they're sort of like on like a second or third, like a second level type of fake kind of building tower thing construction on one end. That's, honestly, it's like a big kid reinforced version of like a play area in a McDonald's, except it's like 3 stories tall, and it doesn't have transparent panels, so you can't really see where you're going or anything. And he goes, "Oh, don't forget your hostage," and he grabs this mannequin and chucks it up at him. It kind of hits the wall, like it slides down. Dazzler grabs it. It's okay, baby. It's okay.
I have a question. So I have a move.
All right, loser heroes, bring it. This is, Chad. Of course, it's Chad.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a move that's called been reading the files. Would that apply to this scenario?
No.
Okay, I was just wondering, just
Probably.
so I know for future reference.
Yeah. They're
it's
not
just
really.
gym class.
They're not villains, and it's like the first time you encounter them or something. I mean, if you really, I mean, have you been studying? Let me put this another way. Have you been studying for the purposes of potentially having to fight them, the other students in the school?
First of all, I was in Sergeant Surge's gym class last year, so I know how he rolls. Second of all, it's Sergeant Surgeon's gym class. Of course we're going to be fighting each other.
Yes, but of course that's going to happen, but have you been studying them for like strengths and weaknesses and their like power profiles and stuff? Because that's
Did you have
a lot of that
classes
stuff
with
is
them
kind
last
of classified.
I mean,
Probably not.
I mean, because Vigil's, don't get me wrong, Vigil's got files on these guys. It's a question of whether, but she's not asking you to like bone up on your fellow students.
Just remember, if you guys are around a city landscape, uppercut to this guy, work just right.
Anyway, so have you
Probably
been,
not.
Okay, well, yeah, because you can kind of decide whether or not reading the files applies or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I think probably not.
Have you got another move that like changes your assess the situation thing? It seems
When
like
you enter a battle as a team, add an extra team to the pool and carry +1 forward if you're the leader, and then be mindful of your surroundings. When you assess the situation before entering a fight, you may ask one additional question even on a miss.
So you might want to do that if you want to.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that would be good in this scenario.
You have heroes. You have 5 minutes to prepare while the villains are briefed on the defenses that have been erected inside of their lair. So
I may be cheating just a little bit, trying to like really focused on just figuring out what's on the first level. You know,
Okay.
like, what's there.
do you want to assess the situation? then?
Yeah.
I just fly up, like go through the outside and just land on the top.
I mean, they're not. It's covered where they are, but you could go up to the top and work your way back down. Sure. There's options there. Splitting up and hitting that kind of stuff is certainly an option. They may have defenses
Yeah, we
up
could
there.
like
I think it might be
sneak
better.
up on them from 2 different directions.
You guys figure out kind of what you're going to do, have an assess the situation. I'll be right back.
I could, if I get a spend 1 burn, if I get a burn, I could always use mental awareness, and I could ask a question about what traps are.
Oh, that's actually really good. That's a good idea.
But I also am angry right now.
I know.
So I have thick and
wanna
thin
hear what
skin. When
he
angry,
hears.
marked take +1 on going to unleash powers. So I can
Ew,
always do that as well.
Oh, never mind. My dad stole my headphones, and
I mean,
always covers them with his ear gunk.
I also have overcharge, but I feel like that's a little unnecessary right now, which is where I channel the full capacity of my incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape my environment, or extend my senses. I can also.
I think that one where you use burn to ask a question about the traps. That's
but
perfect.
I still think we should go from 2 different directions.
We can also figure out what level
I go
they're
from
on.
the top, and I could Xenocobra, the snake thing, my way in, and then stay against the top of the roof while I wait for you guys to get up, so that they don't notice me.
Do we know?
I think that you two should go together.
Really, are we doing this?
No, but if I'm up on the roof and they're down here waiting for you guys to come up, or waiting for all of us to come up, and then you guys come up, they get distracted attacking you, I get the mannequin.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can just both be a distraction.
But we still need to ask because you're still going through the 2 other layers.
I should figure out what question to ask. Do we know what level they're on? Do you think we can ask that without the elemental awareness?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can ask about that. And also I can do the be mindful of your surroundings.
I'd assume that they're on the top layer because they want it to be harder for us to get through the.
Yeah, but I mean, there's it was built to accommodate everyone. I'm sure there's several flying superheroes here.
Right.
I mean,
they don't know what we're planning, so we don't know where they are.
They could be right in the middle floor. Yeah. I don't know. We have to ask Dad about that because
either way, I think I'll go to the top. You guys come to the bottom. Once you guys start attacking, I'll get the dummy.
We just have to be a really great distraction.
If I had snatch marked, I could spend 1 burn to use your powers to seize any one object of the size of person from someone within view. So once I saw it, I could just take it, but I don't have it marked, so I can't do it. Also, Silhouette doesn't have influence over me at this moment.
Right.
Also, who's our leader in this? Is it her again?
I don't know. I think we should switch it up, but...
Wait, who's our leader in this?
Who's our leader? Oh, that is a really good question.
What's that?
We're figuring out who the leader is.
We have our plan.
Also, wait, I have a question. Are we able to tell what floor they're on? Okay.
Shoot.
So
you might be able to. You've got your super senses.
Based on what you said, then I'll. But we need to figure out the leader.
Yeah. Who's the leader?
You might be able to with assess, or unleash your powers. You might be able to with unleash your powers because
I have elemental awareness.
I think that we should.
Well, we have a plan that.
And you have your. Do you mind blast?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that
one of you guys
I can ask any
figure out where
question.
they are.
I can ask any question.
Huh?
I can ask any question about it.
As long as you have a burn. I
Save our other questions.
I think that Palacine should be the leader because she's the one who came up with the plan. We're basically the distraction. She's doing the important part of getting the hostage out. You know.
If you fail on assess the situation, I can tell based on body heat where they are.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
What if you assess the situation to figure out what traps there are? Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Yeah. All right. Palacine's the leader. Do we agree on that?
Yes.
All right.
Well, you should.
You
probably
assess the
run
situation.
questions.
No, you assess
She
the
also has
situation.
All right.
influence
Assess
over
the
them.
situation. I don't. Do I just roll?
You don't have to.
Do I just roll? Like, what do I roll?
Yeah, what's assess? Look up the move.
Well, I don't have. Oh, wait. Never mind.
You do.
When you assess the situation, roll plus superior on a 10 plus. Oh, never mind. Let me just. Superior is a +1. Jesus, are my dice trying to kill me?
No,
I got a
8.
7.
That's not-
8.
Not bad.
bad.
I know, but it's still like my dice are just they're very. Okay, on a 7 to 9, ask 1. I can also ask 1 additional question, so I can ask 2. So the
Why can
questions
you
are:
ask-
what here can I use to blank?
Wait,
What-
okay. Quickly remind us. Why can you ask the extra one?
Yeah.
Because I have a move that's be mindful of your surroundings. When you assess the situation before entering a fight, you may ask 1 question even on a miss. And
All right.
you may ask 1 additional question even on a miss.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah. And because of a stressful situation, I can take +1 while acting on the answers to the questions. And the questions are, what here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is the most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly? I think I want to do who here is the most vulnerable to me and how can we best end this quickly?
All right. Most vulnerable is going to be Chad. Because he gets hot, he gets angry, he acts rashly. You taunt him, you provoke him. He's very likely going to respond to that.
Mm-hmm. I can do
Which
that.
means he's going to break planks, he's going to drop the plan. He's bad at following the plan. He's really good at being Chad. So
Mr. Chad.
he's the one who's probably most vulnerable to you guys as a group in terms of like
Taking down
getting
first.
him out of position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not so much even taking him down, just getting him out of position so he's not covering the other ones.
True. That's a good idea.
Best way to end this quickly. What's the plan?
Well, I'm gonna fly up and then work my way through the bottom.
From the top.
Yeah, like
to
from the
down.
top down.
Top down.
And we're
Gotcha.
going
And then
from the bottom
they're
up.
going bottom up, and I'm
we're
gonna
mainly
like
the distractions. We're
stay
gonna go
on
the
the
predictable
ceiling,
route.
basically.
Wait. Your plan is to have Ember be the one that makes a bunch of noise? That's sound, actually. Yeah, good plan. I'm just saying.
So yeah,
If
I'm
you
gonna
tell
like,
Ember
be
to make
against
a
the
lot of noise,
ceiling.
Ember's going to be able to go, okay, it'd be hard for me
The
not to.
floor is really hot. Is the floor supposed to be hot? No, the floor is not supposed to be hot. Oh my god! It's like walking on
And so
hot
then
sand.
I'm gonna stay on the ceiling, and then they're gonna distract the
people.
We're gonna take like the
and I'm gonna
predictable
get
route.
save the.
Sure, predictable route.
I can provoke Chad. Do you need to go to the bathroom? Go to the bathroom.
Thanks.
I can provoke Chad because I know it gets people angry from personal experience.
Now, just to be clear, provoke is based on superior. Knowing how you get angry does not necessarily make it easy for you to make people angry.
I thought that was better, but I guess not.
She's
Yeah,
+1.
she should. Okay.
Your superior's +1 right now. And also she gets a +1 forward to act on the information, but so do you guys. So basically following the plan, so acting to get him out of position is going to be a +1 forward on that action, a +1 on that action. And kind of following the plan, there's a role with regards to that whole, like, we're going to be a distraction and Palacine's going to sneak in from the top. Then that's going to be a good thing.
Okay, so I'm like warming up, getting ready to just go like.
So give me your burn roll, because I think it sounds like you're going to load up your burn. What was the thing that you were talking about, like being able to know where people are?
Spend 1 burn and mark a condition to open your mind up to the world around you with your powers. You can ask any one question about the world around you, and the GM will answer honestly.
Nice. I mean, you can certainly do that. It's one of the burn. It's one of your flares that you marked.
It's
All these things are flares.
yeah,
So
yeah.
this is one of the ones you checked.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So that's the CSS situation. Got 7 on that. Let's
Roll my burn.
roll your burn. Light it up.
6,
Boom.
11.
Boom.
Roll, but plus
And then
your
you-
condition.
Yeah, which is you've got one on,
Angry.
which gets you to a 12 anyway.
Yeah.
So that only works to your advantage in this case. So yeah, burn that gives you 3 burn to use on your flares.
What are my dice doing to me? I literally just rolled randomly and I got a 6. Did you touch my dice?
No, I didn't touch your dice. Because, you have like a pile.
7.
Pour
What?
holy water. Go pour
You
holy water.
literally have dozens of D6s in there.
Do I?
Yeah.
Actually.
You got those D12 D6s, remember?
I have another D6.
Yeah, those are all D6s.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. They're all D6s. They're on D12 dice, but they're D6s. They're 1 to 6s. They're just on a 12-sided thing. Because I like the D12
How
shape.
is that possible?
Actually, no way.
It just repeat. Each one of the numbers is on there twice.
Oh, so you'd only roll 1?
No.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's just on there twice. Each number's on there twice, and I love those things. Show them to him.
Yeah.
They're cool.
So, 6 ones. Looks like there's one there.
Test roll. It matters.
Let's have no dice.
There we go.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, that's so much better.
So.
okay, what? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a shape?
I'm looking for like an octopus thing, because then I can stick to the ceiling.
Creepy spider.
So I'm
Look
holding
for spider.
I'm holding 3 burn right now.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend 1 burn.
On.
Elemental awareness.
Okay.
I'm going to sense for body heat. What level are they on?
Okay. They are on. They're 2 levels up from the floor. From ground floor. So ground floor, second. Ground floor.
Wait, how many layers are there?
Like 5.
Okay.
Okay. So they're on like the middle floor.
Okay.
So they're 2 down from the top. No, I take that back. They're second from the top. So they're 1 down from the top, and they're like 3 floors up to get 2 from the bottom.
So they're on the fourth floor.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
All of them.
Yep. Yeah.
I could go with that.
That's
2 of them
really
are
cool.
close. Like
Show that to Dad.
2 of them are near each other. That is super disturbing, and I like it.
And I like it.
You need to message that over to me so I can get it on the screen.
Okay, so they're close.
Like kick it
Get
over,
it on
just
the
throw it
creature
in the EG masks thing.
Okay.
If you just hold down the image, like don't screenshot it, just share, and then put it in the Hangouts.
Okay, Jamie, the fact that she has no legs is seriously
Yeah, hang on
bothering me.
somewhere. Let me see for a second. Can I see?
I'm going to fix that.
That's weird. Super weird. Here, do it this way.
Too short.
Why is there a curve? She's facing the back.
I know, it's like bending her leg backwards so that she's walking.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense.
I feel like that's not. It's too short down for that to be her.
Yeah, cool. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, so there's 2 near each other. Am I able to sense where the hostage is? Or
Yeah,
is
and
it
one of
just
the other one's like roaming around that floor, like. So you're guessing that's Chad.
Does the hostage have produce any heat?
No, it's like a
so
mannequin.
Okay, I can't tell. Okay.
Yeah.
Chad is just having the mannequin on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's walking around.
I don't think his team is dumb enough to let him take care of the hostage.
That's debatable.
You never know. Dang.
That is so. Ugh.
Never mind, I'm not doing the legs. Drawing from the back of it is so hard. It's like you almost need to like
Okay, so we're gonna call this Palacine Speed Ray.
speed ray. That's what I'm calling.
Speed ray.
Like you're about to spell palace, but without. Oh my god.
Come on.
No, it's terrible.
I just drew the pockets upside down. How do we draw these? I don't know.
Okay, so we've got. Okay, So take a look at the. I'm gonna have Palacine read this actually, since Palacine is doing this. Team mechanics. This is inside the little thing right over here.
Okay, team mechanics. When you enter a battle against a dangerous foe as a team, add 2 to the team pool.
All right.
If the leader has influence over every teammate, add another team.
All right. Do you have influence over every team?
I have both.
Hold on.
Is this why you didn't want to be the leader?
No,
because you lost influence.
No,
No.
because we didn't even realize that
She
till
came
after.
up. She came up.
Because
With
she came up
plan.
with the plan.
Oh, nice. I like it.
If everyone has the same purpose in the fight, add another team.
Does
Which
everyone
is-
have a, what's the purpose in the fight? What is your purpose?
Get the hostage out of the building. Get the
Just
hostage.
so
out
you're
of
not
the
thinking
building.
about anything past that. It's just
Get the hostage out of the building. Like past
Yeah.
the assignment, basically.
Yeah.
just do this
Complete the
thing.
assignment.
Don't be an embarrassment to yourself and others.
Yeah.
Truth.
Don't have more bad happen today.
Do you have to make it that large on the screen?
Yes, I do.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Oh my god, it looks amazing. That's so cool.
I think you're mispronouncing creepy, but okay.
If any team member mistrusts the leader or the team, remove a team.
Do you mistrust the leader or the team,
How
Ember?
could you? She was like,
What
But what about the team?
oh, the team? No. Even if like she doesn't have influence over me, even though we're kind of like in a quarrel, I don't.
She trusts me
mistrust
enough
her.
to get the job done.
I've seen her work, and we don't need to be like frolicking through daisies to trust each other. Like
Frolicking through daisies.
I trust her right now.
Yeah.
I might be a little upset with her, but I trust her.
That may be the session title today. We're
Frolicking through daisies.
No, we're not frolicking through daisies. Or definitely not frolicking through daisies. Something like that. I like that. All right. Silhouette. You trust the leader?
Yeah.
Trust the team?
Yeah.
Do you trust the team?
Yes.
I don't. You need to ask if you trust the leader. If you don't, that's really your own problem. I do not trust the leader.
Okay. If your team is ill-prepared or off-balance, remove a team.
I don't think so.
I think that we're totally,
We're very
All
prepared.
right.
we're ready.
Okay. The leader of the team can mark a condition to avoid removing a team from the pool.
Okay, you don't need to worry about that because nothing's coming back out.
Anyone working with the team can spend team one for 1 to help a teammate. Give them +1 to their role.
Okay, so we start off with 2. The leader has influence, so that gives another 1. Everyone has the same purpose, that gives us another 1. And there's no penalties. So we go from 2 team in the pool to a delicious 6 team in the pool, which is, as I said before, delicious. We'll show it up on the screen here, up to the 6. But we will also go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we got them in here for you guys to pull out and use as you see fit.
Beautiful.
It's delicious. All right. So again, if you're doing something and you guys help, then whatever. We also have a +1 forward to annoy Chad, and a +1 forward to basically sort of if there's a move. It's just for one of the roles, but if there's a move that is basically you guys doing the plan, then you get a +1 on that.
Well,
I also have wrong one.
You also have.
+1 ongoing to unleash powers because I'm angry right now.
Yep. If the role has to do with unleashing powers, would you throw that away for me?
yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I need to fix some of
And
the.
actually, how about we clear? Can we get?
Yes, we can clear the table, Ted.
Thank you. You're so nice. You guys are the best.
I need to fix some of those.
Probably just toss them in the
proportions
sink because I think the dishwasher's like full
Okay.
of clean stuff.
Yeah, I think it's Jay. When we go out of here, they go basically. Let me fix your drawing for you.
Okay. All right. So what's the first part of this move? Is the first part of this? Are you guys?
Basically just getting up to where they are.
So her flying secretly as we kind of make it
Okay.
known, like, okay, let's go, let's get ready, but not like, oh, we're walking into the building. No, but like,
Okay.
okay.
So are you guys going to be the distract? Is she moving first and then you do distractions once she's in position, or are you immediately doing stuff so people don't even notice her getting into?
Yeah,
Well,
we're
yeah,
like immediately
doing stuff.
Wait, Jamie, what floor?
It's on the 4th floor.
Out of 5. So you get up on the top and you gotta get down a floor.
Yeah,
Okay.
down 1 floor,
Yep, down 1 level. Okay, so
and everyone's on the 4th.
2
floor.
options here is giving her the. So there's some defenses in place in this thing. If you are initially going to make sure that the defenses aren't going to slam her in the face, that's a defend. If your first move is to get Chad out of position, that's a different roll. So is this more ticking Chad off with the opening volley?
Yeah, let's
I'm
tick
gonna
Chad off.
Wait, can we split and do different things?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna let her take Chad off, and I'm gonna like.
Provide cover. So, all right. Yes. Awesome. So, silhouette. That is provoking Chad. Okay?
Beautiful.
So, look at provoke.
Provoke someone. When you provoke someone, susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to get them to do, and roll plus superior. For NPCs on a 10.
Okay, don't worry about that part. All right, so this is getting Chad ticked off and getting him to pull in position. Not right now, Zoe. Can you wait just a little bit? Yeah, but can you wait? All right, she is waiting. Carry on. All right, so you are adding plus superior, but you're also provoking Chad.
I need you to let go for a second.
Okay, so you're rolling +1, your superior, which is +1, but this is also +1 forward for Chad is most susceptible to you.
I'm trying to get him out of his position.
So this is a total of a +1. Or +2 rather, sorry.
6, 7, 8, 9. So 9.
Do you want the 10?
Yes.
Who's going to help you get the 10? So what do you say? What does this provoke sound like?
Maybe don't go for the 10. I have -2 superior.
No, you don't need a stat to help.
Oh, I
You
don't.
can just tell me what you do to help. So, okay. So is this the kind of thing where you're like trying to get him to like come out wherever you are? Warriors come out
Like,
and
hey,
play.
Mr. Chadster!
Chad, are you hiding up there? I thought you were going to come down to kind of rum with us. What are you doing hiding?
And then
You're hiding.
Crasher!
I'm gonna yell up. You're being a wimp.
Hey, come on, man. Or you could even just throw some fire up at like one of the windows on that floor, because you know where he's. You got the heat thing, right? You know where he's at, so you can throw some flames in through one of the windows that's near him. So you can kind of be like, you know, just to get anything like that doesn't matter. You just then spend a team, and that gives her a +1.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have a stat for it.
Okay.
Anybody can help. You don't want to at this point.
Don't.
And so the difference, you can decide whether or not you want to do this. So on a 7 to 9, I get to choose how they respond.
Okay.
Which is they kind of like stumble a little bit. You take a +1 for it against them again. They make an error and you get a critical opportunity, or they overreact and you get influence, and she'll get influence over them. On a 10, they just do what you want.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So I get options on the 7 to 9 that aren't really totally giving in, and a 10 plus is Chad totally pulls out of position and comes after you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a team and help her.
Okay. So are you shouting more insults or are you throwing fire? Both?
I throw a little.
Why not both?
I throw a little fire. I'm like, come on, wimp. And then.
What you hiding out there for, Chadster?
Oh, that is it. This is on, brah.
I think like the original thing was like, what you doing up there, Chadster? Hiding out all by yourself?
It's Crusher. Come on up, you wimp.
Crasher?
Oh, it is on, bruh.
Bruh.
All right, what do you
He was a
need?
skater bush.
Too loud.
How do they hear each other when they're far away? Do they have like?
She is telepathic. So
we
she
can
has
hear
a
each other.
telepathic connection between everybody, like Miss Martian in Young Justice, how everybody could just talk to each other in their heads.
We can just think
She
like
does
say,
that.
like,
She does that kind of stuff. Does that make sense? That's a really good question.
Jamie,
Do they actually
think what I'm
have,
thinking.
like,
Tell me what you think I'm thinking.
No, they don't
One,
have. They don't
two,
have.
three,
They don't.
go.
Pancakes.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
Okay, restart. 1, 2, 3.
No. Don't
Okay.
count me down. I need
Okay, we need 3 objects. Chopstick, ice cube, panda. Alright.
Ice panda.
Dad.
Chopstick.
Okay, Jamie, you have to count us down.
Chop cubes.
1, 2, 3.
Panda.
Ice cube.
You guys are terrible at this. All right,
Panda ice cube.
panda cubes.
Panda.
Okay.
Ice sticks.
So
Panda ice cube.
Go hang out with Shawnee, please.
Quiet. You can sit here, but you need to be shush. Okay. All right. So, Chad is coming. You disappear into the thing to meet him. All right. Very nice. And you hear some shouting kind of up there. It's like, dude, get back into. All right. If you're gonna go fight him, at least take one out.
Wait, hold on.
You wish.
I'm gonna catch up to her and I'm gonna tell her to go get.
But you don't need to catch up to her. Again, brain.
Oh, right,
connection.
right. So I'm gonna tell her.
Well, you're telling me.
Yeah.
Tell
No, it's like open
It's like
brain
a-
radio waves thing.
So I'm like, get into position to deal with the others, like to strike. I'm gonna deal with him because he's easier and I know you have more control.
Yeah. Aw. Thanks, honeys.
Thanks, honey.
I don't say that. And I'm just like, kind of like, yeah, got it. That's a good plan.
Well, wait, you can't go after him because you're dealing with protecting her.
You're right.
You got another thing.
Okay, scratch
So,
that.
yeah.
Scratch that.
You get to roll into the. That's
So
okay.
I'm dealing with Jack.
You've been dealing with brawls against physical opponents inside of cramped quarters with Vigil for literally a year. So
Dead. Dead again.
no, you're dead again.
Hey, look, he stabbed you. What? There was nobody there. He was behind you.
Okay, so you need to now. So there's defenses, and some of the defenses are people. Some of the defenses are things that are already built into the environment and stuff like that. Are you just kind of like using your fire to provide her sort of cover so that people can't see to attack her where she's coming in, that kind of thing, or like actually actively like blasting things that are trying to blast her?
Kind of like as if it were like a tunnel ball like around her, so that anything she like walks by, they'll like be burnt, but she still kind of like has to fight them.
All right. It may or may not work. And that's why the roll.
Yeah.
They said I
Cool.
could. They said
You
I
can,
could.
but it's still bedtime now, so you need to go up. Okay. Three minutes. All right. So this may work to advantage if you roll well. It could actually draw more attention to her because gigantic ball of fire.
Oh shoot.
I'm not
Well,
saying
that's
either.
our point. We're distracted.
Based on my plan, I was thinking I was just sitting there, like not even on the 4th floor yet, still just hiding in the 5th floor.
Right, but it's kind of getting to the building in the first place is what she's providing cover
You have
for.
to be
Right.
like.
I think so not to draw attention to her is like look for things that are like potentially going to identify, like use your senses. You got your heat thing up, and if somebody or something like looks like they're about to notice her, then it's fireballs into the general location.
So
you,
it kind of just looks like I'm randomly.
yeah, you're just randomly fireballing the building, and what you're actually doing is providing cover for her.
Okay. Yeah.
Because everybody's assumption is that you just randomly fireball a crowd
Yeah.
because you're like out of
You're
control
out
and blah blah blah. And Serge is going to go, oh look, Ember is randomly burning down our otherwise fireproof construction. This is my shocked expression. Oh wait, I don't have a shocked expression. This is my normal expression as I am a robot. Also not shocked. And you're like, go ahead and just assume that I'm doing this by accident, you metal jerk.
Metal jerk.
Metal jerk. All right, so so this is a defend roll. You're rolling and you're adding savior.
She said jerk. She did not think jerk.
+2. Yeah, that's a good savior.
4,
Seven?
7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, 8, 9.
8,
I don't know
9.
how to count.
Boom.
8, 9, 10. No.
8, 9, something.
My friend Ezekiel at my table like skips numbers like.
Do we want to get wait, is
Like 1,
do we
2.
want to
Just-
get that up to a 10?
I gave Zoe 1 more minute.
Do we want
Alright.
to get that up to a 10?
When you let's look what our options are. When you defend someone or something from an immediate threat, roll savior on 4. Oh, that's okay. So you keep whoever it is safe and choose one. On 7 to 9, it costs you. You will expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. So
Well,
you get regardless of what happens, you get to choose one of these things: add team to the pool, take influence over the person that you protect, or clear a condition. Okay.
So I would add team to the pool because I can't. do influence, and I don't want to clear my condition.
Okay. Well, you can take influence, but all it does is shift your labels.
Oh.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
Okay, so adding 10 to the pool is cool. If you do the 10, you're not exposing yourself to danger. If you...
Has it been 1 more minute?
It has been 1 more minute. It's now 7:20 and it's time to go. Okay? Can you run around, give hugs, and you can go. Okay? Quick. Quick like a bunny, and I'll give you your
It's a
Play-Doh.
mess, and I need it cleaned before we leave.
Run around, give hugs. All right, so... I mean, from a fictional point of view, it totally makes sense that you would draw fire because you're like randomly fireballing stuff, and if there's people up there, they're gonna like.
Also, you know, Chad is
Right.
coming for you. I know how scary that must seem, but Chad.
Okay,
he's
the dude
coming
is
for you.
actually like basically invulnerable and kind of strong, so he's got. I mean, he's not nothing.
His
Can
name
I
is
also
Chad.
spend a burn in this one? Because I still have 2 more.
Yep. I mean, I don't know the.
Come on, Zoe. Little more help.
Just go on up, Zoe. You're fine. Thanks, bud.
Night, Sean.
All right.
That's a whole lot of pizza I ate.
Basically, it's gonna get. This is actually good for you because it's if you say like the thing where it's sorry, what's the defend? Expose yourself to danger. What that means by definition is that probably either Brightside or Dazzle are going to be
After me.
after you, which is one more person not defending the
Yeah.
thing.
I'm gonna.
So that actually
yeah,
works.
that
That
works.
works without
That
any
works
kind
in
of
your
team.
favor.
Yeah. I want that. Yeah.
I want that.
I want to
And then
draw
what
more
was
attention
the
to
other
myself.
thing I...
Actually, though, this is all. If you really want the 10,
I don't really.
all right. I would say if you really want the 10, you can take the +1 forward from doing the plan, but you can save that for her too.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no,
save that
let's
for
save
her.
that for Jamie.
Yeah.
Other Jamie.
Other Jamie.
Palacine.
Palacine.
Penny J.
Palacine.
Okay, can I do
Yes?
spend a burn?
For what?
Boost. Spend 1 burn to supercharge a teammate's efforts with your powers, giving them a +1 bonus to their roll, as if you had spent team from the pool.
Okay.
That
Keep it.
is good.
Boost is awesome. Keep it handy. She may need it. If she does, you can do it.
Okay.
If she doesn't, I mean, there's no point in boosting ahead of time because you don't know what the roll is, and you can do it after the fact.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
Beautiful.
Wait.
So-
Wait. Was there something I had to take, like from the 7 to 9?
No, you just
You're
like
taking. GM is saying you're going to. Oh, you add team to the pool.
Okay. Yeah.
Done. And you are exposing yourself to danger. So that's going to be coming here in just a second.
Okay.
Jamie, you're going to be, or sorry, Palacine, you're going to be doing, using your powers to kind of slip up onto the top of this construction. So that's going to be unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle. Unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle. I don't know why I started talking like that. It sounded really weird.
Powers to overcome an obstacle.
Now, are you
like Goofy.
are you like flying up and then dropping into spider mode? Is that the deal? Or are you crawling like along the roof of the gym and then dropping down onto the thing?
Did you just?
Are you totally
just
like
go
spider
up
mode the
or,
whole
like-
way? Or?
I think I'm like flying up, landing on the top, and then turning into the spider.
So you got the flyer mode thing first.
Yeah.
Okay, where's it? I don't think I kept that one. I don't think I have it yet. Or if I do, it's way down here. This is the problem, like, when I upload stuff... maybe I still have it. When I upload stuff to Roll20, it's for all my games are all in, like, one big thing. And as a result, I tend to get, like, just piles and
Oh,
piles.
are you
and
talking about the Raven thingy?
Well, yeah,
Taking-
she's got this weird kind of flyer body that... Actually, I know where it is.
We can do like the true babysitting of it, and they
Yeah,
can just
'cause we
kind of
don't
be
really
there
care.
because we don't really care. And I've been doing this my entire life. 7 years of my life wasted.
I mean, it's up to you. What's the deal? Are they like leery about having to be in charge of kids? Or
Yeah, Rachel's just like there, just like
They
I was
just-
just like we just have to be there in the same room with
They
them.
don't want to have to like take.
Okay,
care
just
of kids.
tell her. Other
And then I just said her, yeah, me and Jamie can do the real babysitting kind of stuff because we're the only two like real babysitters.
Where's? Okay, am I on?
Up one. Yeah.
So what we're thinking of is you're flying up like this form,
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
and then drop into spider mode.
Whatever that creepy ass bird is.
Going in creepy ass bird mode, and then drop into creepy ass spider mode, and then. I mean, do you have a mode that isn't creepy ass in some ways? Do we just drop that and just assume creepy ass is assumed?
She has this really cute, like, otter thing. We call him Fluffy.
Except for the scales and the claws. Yeah, super cute.
I find him adorable.
All right.
You know,
so
can't see that.
we're going to have you unleash your powers to overcome the obstacle of, like, all the defenses that are up here. Go ahead and roll that. That is, you're rolling and you're adding Barik. Yeah, Barik.
Dad, that's rude.
6 plus
7.
7. All right, unleash your powers.
Do
Wait,
I
6
add
plus
anything to
You
from,
can with boost, but 6, that would just get her to do it. It wouldn't change
Well,
anything.
no, but from the defense stuff, like
She's already past the first level
okay.
defenses. This is like for the second level. You got her past like the first, which
Okay.
is like dealing with like airborne, like getting
Yeah,
blasted while
yeah.
she's still flying across. Nobody
Yeah.
even hit her with that kind of stuff because
Yeah.
you were busy with that. This is once now that she's on the roof, and she is when you unleash your powers to overcome obstacle, reshape your environment, extend your senses, roll freak. On a hit, you do it 7 to 9. Mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how your effect is unstable or only temporary. And what that would mean is like you're down, but somebody's gonna notice you real quick. So you got a moment, or something like that, or the effort that you're putting into avoiding that gives you a condition from like the stress of it.
I think I'll do a condition.
Okay.
I
for
don't
not
know which one
revealing
to do
yourself.
because I still am afraid from our last battle.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, so you're coming down, and as you're coming down, you notice that there's like security cameras like arranged up here on the top of the roof, and they may even have some like low power, like laser turret type things, like so if they see something they'll shoot at it, kind of a deal. And you see that so you put a ton of effort in, like just drop really quick and get back up against like a some sort of structure that they have up there at the top, and dodge it like nothing. You're pretty sure you didn't get seen because you didn't get shot, and they didn't even try to shoot you, so you're probably okay. But at the same time, you realize this is going to be a lot more challenging than you originally thought it was going to be, and that maybe gives you insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wait a second, this isn't going to be Chad level pushover.
You wanna switch? Cause I'll switch. I'm about to take on Dazzle and Mr. Sunshine over there. So.
No, you got to deal with Chad.
Oh, wait, I thought that she was doing with Chad.
You were moving to head off Chad inside of the structure because she had to deal with cover fire.
and now I'm dealing with either
Yeah.
Mr.
Dazzle
Sunshine
or
up
the
there.
other dude.
Right side.
Yeah, apparently. So you see kind of a silhouette of somebody show up in one of the top windows.
Silhouette.
Not that
making
one.
a silhouette.
Really the opposite of that, because you like see somebody appear up in the window and you're like, I wonder what they're, and all of a sudden this massive flare of light like sears down at you. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell whether it was Dazzle or Brightside because their powers are very similar.
She's just promoting the school shop. She's like, hey everybody, make sure the sweatshirts in the school shop are 20% off.
No, it's not. That's not what's happening. All right, so they're basically blasting you
So
with
scared.
their power. What do you do?
Alright, you do that. I can make bright light too.
My bright light has a little bit more heat on it. Well, they get plenty of heat.
Bright light may hurt a little more. I mean,
You don't have to whisper. I'm not going to change my plan based
shut
on.
up. We're being a team worthy.
Okay, all right. I like how when you whisper, you swear. That's awesome. This really makes me feel proud as a father.
So I'm not really helpful in this situation.
Okay, let's see.
They have a really, really good infirmary in the school in case somebody gets a little bit hurt. Just try not to kill.
little bit.
Try not to kill anybody.
I mean,
No,
I was no help in that
I feel
concept.
like that's too extreme.
Oh yeah, no, overcharge is a little extreme. Just
Do you
unleash
have
your powers.
overcharge as a flare?
Yeah.
As a picked flare, like when
Yep.
you check. Oh.
Yeah, you should really unleash your powers on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to unleash my powers, which means I do have a +1.
Well, okay. First, tell me what you're doing because it may not be an unleash your powers.
Oh, fine then. Okay.
Are you attacking? Are you attacking?
fine.
Are you counter-attacking? Are you throwing up a barrier?
Wait,
at
am
them?
I still
They're blasting at you. Are you blasting back?
am I still focusing on her defense?
No.
Okay.
This is you drawing unwanted and dangerous attention. It's
Well,
own
kind
defense.
of.
So I've been creating this new move that I've been wanting to use for a while.
okay.
So it's like a giant fire hand.
Okay.
So like it reaches forward.
I call it the burning bitch slap.
And I kind of like knock them out of the building with the hand and it like
I
catches
feel like-
them on fire.
I feel like
I mean,
that's
sure,
what Sergeant Sturge says.
So what that actually is pretty much
And
a.
it's like my first time using it. So
It's pretty much
I'm
directly.
calling
It's
out
pretty
the
much
burning
directly
bitch
engage
slap.
a threat because you're directly
Okay.
engaging them. You're not trying to stop their attack. You're just attacking them in turn. Now maybe you do so well that you can actually keep from getting hit by them as well. Maybe not. Who knows? So it's just a directly engage unless you have. Do you have? What's your overcharge thing? What does that do?
my overcharge, I can afford it right now, but I feel like it's a little.
What is it though?
You channel the full capacity of your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. Spend 2 burn to take a 10+ when you unleash your powers.
Okay, so that's not unleash your powers, which is not the same thing anyway.
Okay.
That's like you doing like crazy.
Yeah, I
stuff
felt
here.
like it was a little.
This is
extreme.
just like they're blasting you. I'm gonna blast you back.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing, except not so much a blast, but still attack. You're attacking, they're attacking,
He
and it's just a question
he
of who's.
attacked,
It's
but he
it's
also
it's a quick draw contest between people with
Okay.
powers, basically. All right, so give me a directly engage, which is that.
Roll well.
It's your dice plus.
Danger.
Plus danger.
Yeah,
I feel
danger.
I feel like that's
Danger.
what Sergeant Sturge says.
Yep. Surge is all like, and here she is being dangerous as I predicted.
That's
Damn.
10.
No, I mean like Sergeant Sturge being like,
Calling
and
him-
Ember pulling out the burning bitch slap.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 10 plus danger is 2, which is 12. Man, I'm doing great in this fight.
I'm
Okay.
not.
So directly engage a threat. When you directly engage a threat, roll danger on a hit, trade blows. On a 10+, you can pick 2 off the list.
Okay, so there's resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Should I take the... Can I take the hostage? Is that an option?
Well, make an opportunity for your allies.
I mean, you
Back
can't see the hostage to take the
Okay.
hostage, remember?
Well, you
Okay.
could make an opportunity for Jamie so that she
Yeah.
can take it. So that she can take
Okay,
it.
so I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies, and I'm going to resist or avoid their blow.
So you
that's
basically...
that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
So the big beam comes down to you, basically like erect kind of like sort of a temporary heat barrier, heat against heat kind of a thing. And then you just
And
go...
it's like an extended giant hand fire.
So you actually don't smack him out of the building, you smack him back into the building, and he goes flying back into the room and crashes into Dazzle.
So it was the dude.
Yeah, it was the dude.
With the
And you
dumb
knock
name.
Brightside back into Dazzle.
Dazzle,
Back inside
we're
the
like
room.
frazzled.
Anyway,
That was so bad.
it's really terrible.
That's
I'm very proud. I can't tell if Kate walked by smiling or if she's just trying not to. Hello, hi.
She's gone.
She's back.
She was too upset by that.
Dazzle, more like frazzled.
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah, don't repeat it. It's not better when you say it twice. All right.
Yes.
So
it
that's
is.
you smack him back, and the opportunity here created is that Brightside got knocked back, and he got knocked into Dazzle. So there's the room where the hostage is at is kind of wide open. But first, let's find out what's happening with the Chad. All right.
It's
so,
Chadster.
So Chad's basically like dropping down, like he's like getting to the top of stairwells and just jumping down to the bottom of each one, so you can hear him coming. It's like boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. What do you do?
I want to kind of like, 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 I want to kind of like like basically wait for him to come down and like. So I'm assuming like the stairwell is kind of like this, and I just kind of want to be like, and he jumps down and just kind of like right into the ground, you know,
Like,
just like give him a good knocking right as he comes down, like
You
surprise him.
want to like hit him before he hits the ground so he actually doesn't land solid or anything?
Yeah.
so like,
So,
Yeah.
all right, now this is totally a directly engaged because you're about to mix it up with this guy, and he's stronger than you. He's tougher than you.
but not smarter.
Let's go, just me and you. Let's go, just 1 on 2. Go ahead and try to hit me if you're able.
1 on 2. That doesn't make sense.
What's that
from
from?
a show.
Oh,
It's from Steven Universe.
It's from Steven Universe, and the characters are fused together, so they like make a different character by doing it.
Got it.
So yeah. Anyway,
Stronger than
oh
you.
man, you know what'd be really great?
What?
Do like a gems masks game.
Oh, that would be so good. Anyway, the point is, I want to hit
Dude, you
him.
could do it like Voltron kind of because you could combine. It'd be like combining mechs, except you combine yourself. Oh,
Dad.
It's already
Dad.
7:30.
Dad. It's already
It's okay.
7:30.
all right.
We can go
sorry.
till like
This will be a
30.
no. Well, this will be a shorter game, but don't worry. Next session will be midterms.
Oh boy.
No, let's go till 8:30.
The point is,
Okay, yeah,
the point
let's
is,
keep going.
the point
you're
is.
stronger than me.
All right, so
bam.
you're directly engaging, yeah?
Yep. Directly engage a threat. When you directly engage a threat, roll plus danger. On a hit, trade blows. On a 10 plus, pick 2.
What's
On
your
a 7
danger?
bad, pick 1. My danger is a +1.
Good luck. It's better than a -1 it started out at.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Can
Okay.
I help a teammate?
Not really.
On the
but
7 to
alright.
9, pick 1. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Suppress surprise or frighten the opposition.
I think. I mean, the surprise works, but so does avoid their blows. Like you basically like dish out on him, but don't take anything in return, so because he wasn't ready for
Yeah.
you. And you don't want him connecting.
I think I want to resist or avoid their blows. Probably not resist, more like avoid.
Avoid, yeah.
Because
Avoid.
resisting is not an option.
This is Robin against,
This is Robin against Superboy,
yeah.
basically.
You avoid, avoid.
Until
avoid.
he grabs your taser and chucks you against a wall.
And eats it. All right. So basically, as he's jumping down, you basically just and it's the lightest touch. You just take it. You sweep out your foot and get it against the back of the heels of his boots and just push. And instead of landing on his feet, he goes flat and on the back, like lands on his
So
flat on
it's
his
kind
back,
of like, it's a lot like just,
and just scoot him
it's
along.
just a little,
Whoop. And you slam it. And he's like, "Oh, bruh."
So like the audience just hears, "Oh, bruh."
It's all one vowel sound.
it's just a, from high you hear, oh, yeah. And then from down below it's like, oh, bruh. Well, we know who's winning.
Okay, so all right, Palacine.
Yes.
Big slam down below. Dazzler's like, "Get off me!" Ow! And you guys ever seen Scrooge?
No.
Ghost of Christmas Present, like says, "Hey, I have a present for you," and it's a retake of the Christmas Carol. And she pulls out this present, and it's like a big, shiny, brand new toaster. And she's like, "Isn't it nice?" And she, wham, and smashes him right in the face with it. And he gets back up. He's like, "Bitch hit me with a toaster." And that's kind of how Brightside is right now. She slapped me with a whole burning hand. Just give me a second. Ah,
It's the basic bitch.
my chest hair's on fire. So you're
don't need
up
to
like
shake.
one level up from that.
You don't need,
What do you
I
do?
feel like that's what you say. You don't need to shame.
Well,
Why did you pick this form?
because I can like crawl around the ceiling
Okay.
where I can't be seen because they're distracted. They're
Gravity
like
is
on the
strange,
ground,
right?
and so I'm like crawling around the ceiling.
Okay, so you're gonna. What are you gonna do? You're gonna like basically go. You're on the floor. You can get onto the ceiling, creep across, and like figure out where the hostage is and grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think this is again unleash your powers because you're really kind of getting past this obstacle of them, as fast as possible. I think. Yeah, and nothing else really makes much sense. So I think it's definitely going to be unleash your powers. Yes. Do it. Do it.
That's a 7.
Now you add your freak.
8.
Okay. Good.
We're getting very many mixed success rolls today.
Not me. I'm doing wonderful.
You're rocking it like I'm not gonna like
Ember's
crazy.
just
And
over
you
there,
just
like,
jinxed yourself. You just jinxed yourself.
Jinked?
You just jinxed yourself.
You janked yourself. All
Ember's
right.
just Ember's just over there like.
No. That was not good.
Janked is fine.
No, it's not.
Anyway. All right. So unleash your
Look at
powers.
this magical 12.
Overcoming an obstacle. On the 7 to 9, though, mark a condition again, or the GM will tell you how this effect is unstable or temporary. Temporary would make tons of sense right now because you could probably get in there and grab the hostage, but that's about all you're going to get before they're going to do a thing. Mm-hmm. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
So rather than taking yet more conditions?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what do? You're kind of in the, yeah, you hear oh, bro, and you hear the thing, and them running out. It's she's getting the hostage. What are you doing? Get up, get up.
I'm gonna fly up through the big hole I made.
Okay. I am totally gonna make you roll for this because the last time we checked, you flying was I can only get off the ground about 4 feet. So this is a big deal. This is a different.
Oh jeez.
But I'm not even focused about anything else. I'm
Jesus, take the wheel.
and so I'm kind of just flying up ready.
Yeah, you're just
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
just
Jesus, or maybe Agatha.
Agatha, take the wheel. All right, so in that case, let's see you unleash your powers. Let's see this.
Okay, do I get the +1 thing?
Yes, +1 to unleash your powers because you're still angry. Don't fly angry. Don't fly angry. Wait, she's gonna fly angry. Of course she's gonna fly angry.
Wait, is there any label that takes into effect on unleash your powers?
You roll and add freak. Plus freak.
1, okay.
+1. Plus an additional one. Oh, it doesn't
11,
matter because you roll a bloody
12.
11.
13.
13. So you just rise up
13.
whoa. Have you guys seen any of the X-Men movies with Phoenix?
No.
Jean Grey?
I haven't seen the full X-Men movies. I've seen clips. But
They're okay. There's a couple that are okay. Incidentally, and I will say this now, that really messes up the audio later for me to clean this up.
It does.
So can you not?
I know, I'm helpful.
The Into the Spider-Verse movie, if you can talk your parents into it, go to this. It is so good. And it is teen superhero drama of the first highest level. It is great stuff. But the movie itself is freaking fantastic. We went last week and it's so good. But yeah, Spider-Man, it's an animated thing. And it's got Spider-Man from multiple universes. And Spider-Girls and Spider-Women from
I
all...
wanted to see that.
Oh, yeah. Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman is amazing. Peter
I'm
Pork.
her right now.
Spider-Pig is also great.
Peter
Porker.
Up. What?
So you can Why don't you tell me how it looks?
You powering up, possibly.
Okay, so you
You
come.
could,
So
so
I'm
you basically-
rise up and
Kind
then
of
just,
so
fire.
you know how when Scarlet Witch is really in it, her eyes kind of turn red.
Yeah.
So my eyes are kind of orange, but instead of just an orange eye, it's kind of looks like fire.
Trails of fire coming off the edges, kind of almost trailing
Yeah,
off as you.
and
So you're
I'm-
flying, and there's a little
I'm
bit of and you're not flying like Superman. You're flying
Yeah.
I'm just levitating off the ground.
Yeah,
Like
and I'm
this.
yeah, kind of, and I'm like this, but making a giant ball to throw at them.
Get their attention.
You thought that was a bitch slap. Sorry.
All right. So, do you know what I mean when I say a kip up?
I do. I can do one.
But not the bar. I'm thinking of from the ground.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so the ground kip up, you know what I mean?
Nope.
So
I can show.
Please
So
do.
my version
Oh,
of it.
oh, oh! It's the that thing, right?
okay, don't. Yeah,
It's
not.
like that, but I'm terrible.
Okay, nice.
Oh.
So
Half my
yeah, Chad does like a kip up,
I can't.
and then immediately goes into like a circle spin kick thing, and like he's going into this whole series of attacks, like spin kick, bounding uppercut kind of thing. He's looking to like make you part of the scenery. Toot sweet. What do you do?
Dodging. If
Why do you keep putting your hands behind your back?
Because that's what she does.
Yeah, fine.
It's mainly just in the shuffling of her feet. It's more like,
So
and
really,
it keeps her hands out of her way. Because if you have your arms out, it's just another thing for you to hit.
So
That's the visual quote.
super small moves like inside of his personal bubble kind of
Yeah.
thing. All right.
Oh, it's like the girl who's like they're right in there. It's just like little, hit the pressure point every once in a while. The elbows, the knees.
All right, give me another directly engage.
Right.
Oh wait, you know what? He gets a thing though. Hang on a second.
Of course he gets a thing. He's a special little boy.
He's a special little.
Mr. Sunshine over here.
No, this guy's not sunshine.
Not right now. He's rainy days right now. Pressure point. The side of it, like right in front of his neck, so he can't breathe.
All right.
Just little special
So
little things.
go ahead and give me a directly engage. See what you got. Add danger. No more +1s. You used them.
The one I drew.
You get the +1 from the stat, not the other.
Wow, that was a long roll for a 3 for a
4.
3
It's a
4.
4.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
Really,
No way I can help.
really,
Aw.
super is. All right.
Why do you decorate this?
You got any conditions?
Anything like
You got any conditions?
I have no conditions. But
All right, so you're trying to get in
I'm a
close,
sad
and you're doing like a pressure point thing. He goes, yeah, I don't have any of those. Wham! And into the wall. What do you do? Well, actually, what do? You roll, take a powerful blow. It's like pressure. He goes, pressure points. That's cute. Wham!
Wait, do you want to roll the die that we're giving you low numbers before?
Oh my god. Dice superstitions are totally a thing in a new generation. So I used to play with somebody, and they had this one pink D20 that they loved, but it rolled terrible.
What the guys?
10.
It's
Oh.
Do you have conditions? No.
No, she doesn't.
But she
Sorry
had.
for the
They had this.
suggestion.
They had this pink D20 that they kept wanting to roll. Okay, just wait. So they had this D20 that they kept wanting to roll, and it never rolled really well. So they finally consigned it to their bag, and then they got taken over. They got mentally taken over by a bad guy, and it was like 5 or 6 rounds where they were going to have to attack somebody, like members of the party. So she reaches into her bag and pulls out the D20 and used that crappy D20 to roll for all of her attacks, and literally missed every single round for the entire time that I had her charmed. And then she goes, thank you, puts the dice back in her bag and goes, now I'm going to kill him, and pulls out a good dice. And it's like 20, 19, 20, 20. But yeah, she only ever used that dice when she was taken over, and then she would roll like the crap dice. All right, so you rolled a 10.
Yeah,
You can take 2 options.
Take a
from
powerful blow.
7
You must
rounds.
remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass
Don't
out,
do
etc. You lose control of yourself
If
or your
anything.
powers in a terrible way. I know what that would look like. It's not going to be terrible for anybody else. It is going to be terrible for you. Okay.
Yeah, I know what that looks like too. I think I know what you're thinking. for
Lots
that.
of sensory overload things. So you're going to be, hey, come on.
Sorry.
Or 2 options from the 7 to 9ness. So you might be like lashing out in the mental channel at everybody. Your opposition gets an opportunity. You struggle past the pain. Mark 2 conditions. All that kind of stuff. I got a thing that if you give ground and the opposition gets an opportunity, I know what Chad will do. If you mark 2 conditions, I know. I mean, obviously we know what that looks like.
I think I'm going to lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way.
So he's slamming you through wall, like through the drywall. Now it's not super strong stuff. I mean, it's meant to be a destroyable.
But it is
Environment?
very repetitive.
Right, and it's loud and it's overwhelming, and there's dust in your nostrils and the ringing in your ears and the dust on your tongue, and obviously it hurts, and you got all your physical senses. Your senses are just like totally overloaded and ringing, and you're having flashbacks to kind of every bad thing. So you're getting flashbacks to like
a really loud
training stuff, almost getting hit by a train, almost getting hit by a car. Like every major time you flash back on in a bad way, like every major like sensory overload that you
flashing red blue lights.
Well, the flashing red blue lights aren't that big of a deal for you.
Well, they are for the first situation.
Yeah, but you didn't have the powers back then. But anyway, it takes you back through all of this stuff. So you he actually doesn't really do a lot to you, but you end up kind of, at least for a little bit, just kind of like crumpled on the ground and kind of clutching your ears and your temples and stuff and kind of rocking around. And he's like, you ain't nothing. And he goes, but that felt good though. I'm going to do some more of that. And he just starts just tearing the walls out down on this floor. And he's kind of just running through the walls, like knocking stuff down, like tearing out support structures and all this other kind of stuff. It's like, I decided to just bring this whole thing down. You might want to run. And he starts going through and just grabbing ceiling beams and stuff like that and tearing at stuff.
That's
What?
not happening.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think
you have the hostage. You're at the window about to
with my
blast in there.
fireball.
Can I please do something?
No.
'Cause I'm so ready.
You just did.
I think
Brightside's like, shoot the hostage. And she's like, what? Dude, we're the bad guys. Shoot the hostage. They can't rescue a dead hostage. Shoot the hostage. What do you do?
My turn. Okay.
So Dazzler is like, all right. And she starts lining up. And she basically makes like sort of a pistol thing with her hand. And the tips of her fingers like gets really, really bright. Like she's going to do like a laser blast kind of thing. And
Okay.
shoot the hostage.
So
I'll be villains here.
this is like I've been making like this fireball like kind of this entire time in a way.
Yeah.
And it's like the biggest one I've ever made, and like
It does occur to you. Wait, what are your conditions right now?
angry.
You decide it may occur to you that fireballing the room with the hostage in it is, tactically speaking, a bad idea.
Palacine will get out of the way.
Okay.
Or fireballing the room with your teammate in it is, tactically speaking, a bad idea.
Just
Okay.
aim
But-
really well.
So you're like, look at my power. This is actually a super bad idea. What should I do instead? And what do you do? What do you do? And he said, stroking his. What do you do?
Well, this is another power.
You don't
I've
have
been,
to like throw it. You could even just like burn her.
Yeah, no, this is another power.
she's on the other end of the room.
I've been.
So it's kind of like, I just want to say,
Okay,
you
wait.
floating outside the
So-
building. I say, you floating outside the building, window, room, Palacine up on the ceiling with a kind of a webbed up hostage.
Okay.
If this were an actual hostage, they'd be having like PTSD flashbacks for a month. And then past that, Brightside and Dazzle down at the other end of the room.
Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like really fast like put it out, but because I'm doing that, I have all this energy because obviously energy cannot be created or destroyed. And so I take
Your science teacher better be proud of you right now.
It's like a gusher of like
Uh-huh.
fire, but under Dazzle. So I take it like it from the earth.
like volcano type crap.
Oh, so you're gonna like,
Oh, jeez. So like from
But
underneath
just, like-
her,
Just like a little circle around her. Not like it's
so
not
she
filled
can
in, but it's like a circle around her.
Oh.
is it to attack her or block her attack?
Block her attack.
Do you have a flare for?
I have moat, which is like a giant.
Describe the moat.
Spend 1 burn to create a barrier that will hold back threats as long as you keep your attention on it. The GM may call for you to spend another burn if the barrier is threatened by particular powerful enemies. I still have 2 burns.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do a circle around here, but you can definitely do a wall between them and Palacine.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you do that, then I can get out and then we succeed.
Okay.
Yep.
But like, so then I'm going to re-explain it. As I do that, it immediately comes up.
as you push it down, the moat comes up.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
And she kind of blasts against it a couple times, like, damn it. Palacine, what do you're gonna like just scamper out the window with the hostage?
Dude, go as fast as you can.
Just get out of
Just get out.
Okay.
You see this giant alien spider with
thing.
a hostage, like in a spider web, just running
Ew.
out.
Okay. You have the hostage. You are at the window.
I have a really fun idea for whenever.
You feel the building start to collapse. So you're at the window. The moat's behind you. Between the fire,
Shoot,
moat,
I'm still on the
the destroyed the damage that Chad's doing down the lower floor and just everything else that's happened in here, you feel this structure start to go down. What do you do?
Well, I could turn back into my bird form.
Yeah, you getting away isn't the issue. If you want to get away with the hostage, that's a done deal.
It's a question of I'm sitting there sensory.
You're 4 floors away from her right now.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. That's yeah,
But my senses are overloaded. I'm sitting there basically like I'm not knowing the building's
we can
coming
communicate,
down.
right?
yeah, you guys are all in connect.
I might be able to get to her faster because I could just burn through it all. Get out. Just get out.
There's also Brightside and Dazzle are still in the room in the collapsing building behind a moat.
Chad's so dumb.
Well, part of the
Okay.
damage is also the fire, but
It probably wouldn't be going down though if the bottom floor was being knocked out.
that's fair. So it's also worth noting that Brightside and Dazzle are in the room and can't get out because the moat's in the way. Also, like they don't have an exit, and the building is going to come down. So it's
Wait,
You just
hold
kinda,
on.
like,
I'm
bubble
like,
them and, like-
Palacine, do we have a known way to calm her senses in a heartbeat?
mentally, yeah, she might be able to do it.
Or just break through it like it.
You might be able to do it.
Palacine, are you able to do it as you're getting out of the building?
Maybe.
Can you or at least get to the ground and do it.
Yeah. All right.
Hopefully.
So
Because then I can.
this
get
would be
her
what's your
to it.
what's your savior?
Wait.
0.
Wait, can I just say one more thing?
Sure.
As much as we, as a team, need to get out with the hostage, we also should get the criminals out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because they're criminals, we're still heroes.
So there's a couple different ways you can do this. Like you could go down after her and just burn through the walls and get her.
Mm-hmm.
Chad's invulnerable, and this isn't a real building. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Chad won't be fine after I'm done. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about something.
Anyway, next session probably. Or you worry about getting them out, and she worries about calming Silhouette. Because if Silhouette's in her right mind, Silhouette can get out.
Yeah.
That's not even a question.
No. Not even a question.
I mean-
is what I meant. Not like, no, I'm gonna be stuck there.
Could it maybe possibly break our connection if she has to focus a lot on her?
No.
No? Okay.
And honestly, it's a great way for you guys to be able to help. For her trying to clear up her mind, if you guys are all on the link, that makes it really easy for you to throw in team points. Because you guys can all help with that.
I would try clearing her mind.
All right.
I'm gonna get them out.
Okay, so okay, how does this feel to you guys? Either it's overcome a barrier, which is the barrier of her like sort of panic attacks, sort of senses overwhelming thing, which is one thing, or it's a defend where we're defending her from this thing.
I think it's breaking past a barrier.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do, it's a freak roll. It's rolling and adding freak to overcome this and get through to her. Okay? So you're rolling and adding one. I'm gonna give you a +1 for this because you have influence, and I feel like this applies because you're trying to get her to hear your voice, and you have influence with her, so take another +1, so it's total +2.
Okay.
That's a 1 on that die. Snake eyes.
Wait.
4.
Wait, though, I have one more burn
For boost.
for boost.
For boost.
And you could also spend team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do burn to supercharge a teammate's efforts with your powers, giving them a +1 bonus to their roll. So if you had spent team from the pool.
Okay, and then spin team from the pool, and also add your voice to
So
the
that's
thing.
5. So I would need.
Oh, okay. Wait, though, because that gets her to a 4, 5, 6. Still only gets her to 6. You can't come up with another +1, and
I can. Let me think.
and I don't think that. I don't think, Kaylee, that you can spend team to help your own.
I really can't. Unless I like. Shoot. I'm trying to think about what this would work for.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you guys don't make it, this is just story. Okay?
Yeah. Wait.
There's too much crap going wrong all at once is just what it is.
Well, what if I can do something to Chad to make some of the noise stop?
I mean, that could be how you're helping the thing, but you've kind of already added as many boosts to it as you can. And it's not
the
going to get you
building
there.
coming down on top of me probably isn't going to help my sensory overload.
Okay, well, I guess that's just what happened. But is she getting out at the time?
Yeah, she's not going to be a problem. You need to roll a defend to defend those other guys from the stuff, though. Okay. And that's, again, Savior. We'll get to you in just a second.
Can you defend me? 6, 7, 8.
Take XP. That's easy. You got it.
9, 10.
9, 10. All right.
I'm getting crushed by a building.
See, honestly, it's kind of funny because this is a surge activity and you are rocking this thing. I mean, and this is not...
It's only session 2 and the building is collapsing on me.
All right. So you basically...
Jesus.
And you defend them in kind of an annoying way for them. But it's like, it's because you can do heat, right? So you take down the moat, or you leave the moat up and just really like intensify it, but all in one burst, and basically blow them out of the back of the structure with hot air, and just like, and just like back out through the back wall, and they just kind of shoot outwards and like, poof, and land on like gym mats back in the back of the gym, kind of a thing. And you're scampering down, and you're like, you're like. Silhouette, and the building's starting to like crumble and go down, and everything stops. You're like in midair, and you kind of like, and you're kind of up there and burning. You're like, all the building kind of stops. The fire is still going, but the building stops. All the little pieces and stuff just kind of stop in place. It's a safety procedure, like protocols and stuff in the gym.
Of course it is. Oh.
The heroes saved the hostage for 3 points. One of their teammates died horribly in the crushing inferno. And all 3 of the villains escaped. We'll call that one a wash. Villains -3, heroes 0 for a... sorry, I don't have the appropriate fingers to make the air quotes around win.
Wait, -3?
No, for the villains.
For the villains.
The villains get negative, like, they lose. They
I was like, excuse me.
You guys got 3 points for getting the villain, but functionally it's a 0 because, losing points for the villains got away. One of your teammates died. Was crushed underneath the building. Also the kind of stuff.
Darn it, I should have put the moat around you.
Yeah, thanks
No,
for that.
there's no way she would have. 4 floors down, it would have been very difficult to do without, again, doing even more damage.
It's fine. Yeah. It doesn't really.
She took the consequences for what it was. And
Okay.
we never got around to you having another action, but honestly, this is where things were.
Can I do one more
So,
thing?
did you get your potential for rolling the
Yeah.
snake eyes or the double elephants? Double elephants in this case. No, you can't run over and punch Chad. Wouldn't do any good anyway.
Please.
It wouldn't do any good
It's
anyway.
pointless. Then he's just gonna hate you because it was only for class. So.
Besides, you lost. Bruh.
I think what really matters here is how long they're going to be in the hospital.
Well, Brightside and Dazzle are
Do
going
that
to be...
again, I will break every important bone in your body until you can't move for months.
Through my pressure points? Anyway. All right. So... All right. Taking stock here. You've got... Did you get any conditions from that? No, you didn't have conditions. You're just... do you have a condition from this?
For that?
Do you think you have a condition?
I mean, none of them really match. I mean, there's afraid.
No, I'm thinking about the whole, like, at the end, because
Yeah.
basically Serge had to put a pause button on everything to keep you guys from accidentally hurting her.
Afraid, angry, guilty, hopeless, insecure.
All of them?
No, she was just
No,
reading them
I'm
off.
just reading them.
Wow, I didn't think it was that bad.
Jesus. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know.
Angry.
I mean, there's
kind of
no-
angry. That's kind of true.
I don't know. I guess there's a condition I could take, but I don't
No,
really.
you don't need to.
I
It's
don't
fine.
really want to
yeah.
because it would damper my abilities. To
No,
direct
it's
it.
obviously that, but I mean, if you don't feel like it matters at this point in time, it's fine.
Yeah.
But the story gets out, it gets around. I mean, the honor roll faced off against like some no-name clique that isn't even really a super group at this point in time, and they lost. And
Ooh, I just thought of a good name. Monstrosities.
I was gonna go with Brat Queens, but
That's pretty good.
The insecurities.
Securities. All right, so
Insecure teens.
it's
Okay,
terrible.
wait.
And
So
kind of awesome, but terrible. All right, so
So, who died?
nobody
I'm
died,
kidding.
and you got out with a only partially suffocated hostage. Nice job. With the
serious
webs around the
PTSD.
face.
Oh right.
Spiders on my face! Spiders! No,
Oh right, they have breathing holes.
I forgot about their breathing holes, didn't I? I do that all the time. Okay, so
How many people have you killed?
well, rescue.
No wonder Aegis is watching.
Not killed, just like rendered unconscious. Okay,
just stop.
so no you have a few conditions, don't you?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
still afraid from the first battle.
Okay, so time in the base at the end of the day. This is like Wednesday night. Time in the base.
We need to
I
talk
punch
about
Ember.
what
It's like,
happened.
what the frick, man?
Against what?
Punch
Well,
Ember.
because she's still mad at me.
I'm still angry.
You got
with
like a
her.
heavy bag. You can probably beat up on that a little bit more than
So I
actually hitting
I-
your friend.
I'm beating.
No, I
I'm
come-
like.
I come in last.
and you're like doing the speed bag like.
I'm like, Philette, hi.
And I start going faster.
I'm really sorry. Can we talk about this?
Can I just pause this? The whole time you guys are talking, like every time we're in the base lately, I've been decorating. Because it's an old base, it's kind of dusty. And
So what are you decorating with? Layla, are you going out and
Like,
getting like?
paint and
Oh,
Guys, I like the pink. Maybe the yellow.
yeah, I
Oh, but the blue is
all
cute
the
too.
colors from my
why
home.
not all of them?
And then I've been like picking flowers. to
Very
decorate.
nice. Very nice.
Just been very bright and colorful.
Very cool. So you're okay. So she's like on the speed bag, and you're like
I'm just going
you're
around,
spreading,
like,
you're
throwing
you're
flower petals.
arranging flowers and stuff like that. Are you baking cookies?
Sure.
Oh, yes,
I'm
of course
baking
she's baking cookies.
Yes.
I'm like, Philette, we need to talk about this.
I'm just like, what?
I didn't mean to make things worse. I was only trying to.
Well, obviously, if you meant to make things worse, I don't know. You'd probably be bleeding right now, but I'm being 100% serious.
I mean, it's not all bad. Like, you can pass.
What was that?
There was dust. She had to
Oh, you did get a text message from Vigil during your free period in the afternoon. Worst win ever.
Oh, frick. I'm taking a condition. That's so bad. Oh, God.
Hopeless.
Insecure.
Okay.
What's insecure affect? What's the penalty?
-2 to defend someone or reject others' influence.
Oh, reject others' influence. Interesting. All right.
I'm throwing
Okay.
glitter.
Well, I'm like,
You guys are gonna be mad. It's gonna be even more
And
of a mess.
I just like kind of like.
Not
these tiny
glitter.
little
Glitter
things.
is. Oh.
Oh God, I hate glitter. Why are you putting glitter on the floor? Oh my God, not more. Okay.
Around our house, we refer to glitter as the herpes of craft material because you can never get rid. Once you have it, you can never get rid of it.
That's true.
All right. So.
Just not again.
What are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do? You trying to?
I'm trying to.
She's trying to apologize, I think.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things worse, because that's what she said.
You trying to get her to?
I've been feeling so bad about it. He made me so angry when he like avoided you. And
I don't even know what that was about. I mean, like, what did I do? I don't know. That's not the point.
But, like, will you just please forgive me? I never meant to hurt you or embarrass you. I really was just trying to tell him off for it. And it got out of hand, and I won't do it again. But please forgive me.
I'm touched. I'm touched like a redneck. What? What? Jamie, what?
Who you lost influence over her, right?
No, she lost influence over me.
No, it was you used your influence to give her a condition, so you don't have influence.
Oh, so I
No, you leave it. You still have influence over
Yeah,
her.
I know. I'm
what?
crossing out the cross-out thing I did.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, I didn't.
You should erase her name on your sheet. You don't have influence over her right now. She still has influence over you.
Oh, it's fine. I erased that already. I thought that this was a list of people I had influence over. I forgot.
It is a list of people you have influence over. She's not on it right now. You don't have influence over her.
No, sorry, a list of people who had influence over me.
Oh, no, I keep track of that the other direction. Besides, that would be like all adults, and that would be a really long list.
Okay.
So there's a couple different ways we can look at this. Like you're trying to get her to do something, like you're trying to get her to open up. But it could be it feels most like a comfort and support, where you can kind of like, if you're trying to get her to open up too. Does that feel right? Like where you're like saying, I mean, you're not. Some of it. Sometimes with the comfort and support, you're opening up by apologizing yourself. So maybe that's what it feels like. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, but it's not. It's more like just me trying to like, not really like comfort or support, but like at least get things back to neutral type thing. Not like oh, you were hurt, so let me make you feel better.
So
thing.
I think it's
like
actually.
Here's the mask.
It's kind of that, because that's more like trying to understand her. You're really just trying to make her feel better. And honestly, if you're trying to make her feel better, it's comfort and support. Because
like I'm trying to make her not hate me anymore.
Pierce the mask.
Not
then.
be mad at me.
I feel like that's what it's.
How could I get your character to not be mad at me? Yeah, do pierce the mask and see if you can get a read on her.
Okay.
So that's mundane.
So -1.
When you pierce someone's mask to see the person beneath, roll plus mundane. And see what you can do. Now you do have influence over her, so you get to add 1. So you're
So
-1
I'm
on.
0.
You're 0, yeah.
3.
That's
4,
5. This is all just crazy, man. You're just kind of shooting in the dark on that. You don't really have. So she's just.
Can she add it to?
All she's doing, 2's not going to get you there. All she's doing, add mark potential. All she's doing is reminding you of all the stuff that went wrong today. She's not doing it intentionally, but everything that she's saying is just reminding you. It's kind of like when your dad is trying to like get you to walk through all of the stuff that went wrong today so you can figure out a solution, and actually all he's doing is just reminding you of all the bad crap that happened
And he
today.
doesn't understand that he's doing it.
Except clearly he does
It's
because he's
really
using it as an
annoying when he
example in
does
the game.
use
So
it.
obviously he understands.
It really is annoying when he does do it, though. You know.
Anyway, point is that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Can I make another attempt?
I mean, you.
Oh my god, I hate
No,
this.
it's really your turn. Well, actually, you know,
This has been such a bad session for me.
it's been rough on you, no doubt, and I'm not done yet.
Seriously?
We're not done yet. What's your potential at?
My potential? 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you mark when
You haven't been telling me to mark for my failed rolls.
Is it my job?
Yeah, because I can't remember.
Okay, you failed against Chad,
Yeah.
and you failed on your initial like, what does everybody think of me thing, right? That's a 6. So you should have marked potential a while
Yeah,
back.
so I'm at 5 now.
All right, that's what I thought.
And my hand's met.
Which is fine. You'll get there. Also, you're not having to deal with as much horrible crap as everybody else. So bonus. This is not going well over here. What do you do?
Well, I had a good idea.
Is it helpful in an actually helpful way or helpful in a sprinkle them with glitter kind of way?
Well, both. So I've been thinking that after our first battle, they were both upset.
Yes.
And after this battle, they're both upset. But it's not because of the battle, but they're still upset. I just want to cheer them up. So I change into this.
Oh no.
It's just made of bubbles.
Oh no.
And I throw a party for them.
You
to
surround them.
celebrate
You
that
surround
they're
them in your bubbles.
amazing and that our team is amazing.
You got to show them this picture.
Oh no.
She turns herself into like basically a human bubble pile and surrounds you guys in bubbles and say, you all need to cheer up. So I am throwing you a bubble with my body, or a party with my body of bubbles. I am going to have you roll comfort and support. What is your mundane?
+2.
How is your mundane so? Oh my god.
I hate this.
But you might love it secretly. Surrounding her with bubbles is going to be a weird sensory thing that she's probably never experienced before, so that'll be interesting. All right, roll an ed, and actually you have influence over both of them. So 6 plus 2.
So
6
would I
plus
add 2 for influence?
one for influence because only the effect
Okay,
of each one
so
of them.
6
Plus 2
3,
for
so
Monday.
9.
9. So close to a 10. So close to a 10. I feel like we can spend a team here if you guys respond in any way, shape, or form to this comfort and support. Are you desperately looking for any kind of help in this situation?
Yeah.
So what do you do to make the bubbles even sillier? Like just break in Silhouette out of this funk that she's in by just the silliest
You like swirling fire inside.
sparkles, little sparkles. Like a spark, like
Pour
4th of July
glitter.
sparklers.
Just the
4th of July
entire bottle.
Yeah,
just
colored, like little colored sparks. Like in each.
What do they smell like?
Something that she would like to smell.
Oh, this is gonna be a guessing game.
I mean, it's not very strong. It's toned down.
Everything is strong, Jamie.
Yeah, but if it's toned down, that's better.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's not.
So a subtle hint of
Fresh mint.
Okay, that's actually really good.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I was trying to say fresh baked cookies.
so that gets
but
us
that
to
works too.
that gets us to a 10 on comfort and support.
That's better. I think.
On a 10 plus, so on a hit, they hear you, they mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you.
I'm taking a move from my playbook, by the way, because I'm advancing. So I'm taking another move.
What's the move?
I think.
Well, wait on that for just a second. I want to know how you
Yeah.
respond to this thing.
Okay.
So can you do that?
Yeah, sure. What am I?
So this thing is
reacting.
happening. She got this, minty bubble. It's like being in a bubble bath without the annoyance of being wet.
And maybe like calms your senses type thing. Like it,
Mint smells.
the
So this,
mint
you got some aromatherapy going on. Tiny little bubble massage. silly giggling,
snakes,
and it just takes you out of like it's so ridiculous that it's so divorced from everything else that's been going on this week that it just takes you completely out of the rut you're in of like.
Okay, so I kind of like sit down on a chair like this and kind of sit like this, just like this, and then I go rummaging through my bag for a second, grab out my noise canceling like heavy duty things, and then just kind of sit there like this. And it's just nice. Like, I'm not doing it to be like, I'm not sitting there like, oh my god, please leave me alone. I'm just kind of like.
So you're relaxing in front of them.
Yeah.
Is that enough opening up?
I mean, I've
For
never
you?
seen her relax before. So.
I've never seen her relax before, so kind of. It's also a little weird.
I mean, she's not actually opening up, but I'd say
She's in the
it's
Not
enough.
verbally
could-
opening up.
not literally open. She's kind of letting her
Just
guard down.
Like
Yeah.
Kind of letting-
appearance and yeah.
Yeah.
Do you take the face mask thingy off? I mean, you've done that before. You had, or no?
Only for a visual and only once. And it was an accident.
Yeah. So. No, I'm not yet. All right.
That's not a
We're not there
barrier
yet. We're not there yet. All right, that's fine.
That's a barrier.
All right, that's fine. But enough? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so Kayla, you can clear a condition, mark potential, or shift your labels.
I'm gonna clear a condition. I'm
Which
gonna
one?
Clear insecure because
Insecure?
that's the only condition I have.
All right. And what's the advance you're going to take? Or you need to think about it?
I think I'm going to take a move from my playbook.
The book, if you're talking about ones outside the playbook, the ones that they suggested, the There When It Matters, take this if you want to be able to jump in and protect your teammates more easily, or the Suck It Dominion, which is from the Beacon playbook. It's if you stand strong. I won't read this one to you because it's kind of cool. Beacon playbook. It is called. Where's it at?
I don't.
When you
like-
stand strong dramatically under fire, roll savior instead of danger to directly engage a threat. But I don't know if your savior is high enough to make that worthwhile. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might just take a move from my playbook.
Yeah, sure.
I'm thinking about either venting frustration or fireside chat.
What's venting frustration?
When you directly engage while you are angry, you can roll plus the label your mentor denies and clear angry.
So, when you directly engage a threat while you're angry, you can roll plus mundane.
Yeah,
And
which is
clear
a
condition.
+1.
Yeah.
And clear angry.
So it's in your best interest to kind of keep mundane up for that move.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Fireside chat is when you seek advice from your mentor, roll plus the label they embody. On a hit, they will tell you what to do. On a 10 plus, mark potential if you follow their advice, and take +1 ongoing to follow through. On a 7 to 9, you get +1 forward to see through if you do it their way. On a miss, they don't have time for you because something big has gone down, mark a condition.
The thing I like about that is that it gets your mentor into the scenes more often because you're going to be seeking them out so you can do the move.
Yeah.
So I like that. Which sounds more interesting to you?
Sorry, I just.
Don't worry about it.
I think fireside chat. I like
Okay,
fireside
go ahead and mark it down. Cool. All right.
And then I'm marking that
so-
off. as-
Can I make
She-
another move because I don't.
Well, she
think
was
I-
doing a comfort support thing, and she was doing it to both of you. So,
Okay.
how do you react to this? Or you were kind of joining in a little bit, don't you? You like so, but do you say anything to her? Do anything? She likes these hug things that you humans do. Occasionally, although she's kind of bad at it. She keeps adding the octopus tentacles to it.
Why are there two things below my knees? What? No.
Too many limbs. Too many limbs.
Too many limbs.
I
This is
kind of
weird.
start crying because like
Do you do the hug thing? Bubble hugs, because you're bubbles right now.
Can I do this thing where I like lift off one ear? It's like I'll get over it eventually.
Nice.
And that makes me cry harder because it's like, not even just that, but like,
Oh Lord Jesus, save us!
well, like, obviously a part of it is the fact that like I some of the only like first true friends I've had because nobody's really liked me before, and then like
It's Team Hot Mess.
and they're
Falling
just
apart.
really scared of losing one of her first true friends only after like a month, and just stress from like home, and they're
Lainey
my
can't
mom
come to New Year's, by the way.
Who can?
Lainey.
All right.
and my mom tried to propose us moving,
Uh-huh.
and
So it's just a lot you got going
yeah.
on.
And I wouldn't let her.
Do you say any of this? Do you say like, I'm afraid I'm going to screw all this up, or you guys are going to just, or any of that kind of stuff?
No, I don't. I just kind of cry, and if somebody says like, oh, why are you crying, or like, talk to me, then I'll tell them. But like, I'm just sitting there like playing with the bubbles and crying.
Yeah, I'm giving you a bubble hug, and so basically it's just like this
Clear
human
condition,
with bubbles.
or mark potential,
Like-
or shift your labels.
You're basically just surrounded by bubbles. That's a bubble.
It's up to you.
You
I'm
are
gonna mark a
the
condition.
bubbles.
Wait.
I am.
All right.
The bubbles.
So
Wait, no.
clear.
Mark potential.
Mark potential.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Since you got a 10 on the comfort and support, you can also clear condition.
Gonna finally clear afraid.
Yay! Yay!
Now I'm just insecure.
No, she's insecure. Holy crap. That might be just a permanent status. All right.
I'm just sad. Seriously, I'm gonna start crying. This is so sad.
All right. So, silhouette. Closer to the team, further away from the team, more into your own image of yourself.
Away from the team.
All right. Who are you taking influence away from?
Ember.
Oh.
Okay. Wait. So
So this way it works is you go around the thing, and we're doing the thing. End the session. Go away from the team. Explain why you feel detached. I think we've established that. Take influence over you away from another character. That's
Wait,
all.
so hold on.
Establish it.
Do
now.
So
I
you
not-
erase her
I
name
don't
off
have
of-
influence
You
over
don't
her.
have influence over her right
Cool.
now. This will ebb and flow. This is just like labels, guys. It
Mm-hmm.
it just shifts stuff. All right, Ember. At the end of every session, grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team.
Grow sadder.
grow into my own image of myself.
Okay. Explain how you see yourself now and why, and then shift one label up and another one down. She's sitting there going, the big fireball and the waggling eyebrows. I mean, you did perform well. You were the only one who, well, that's not true, but you, out of the three groups, out of the three of you, you performed the best in front of the person who expected the least of you. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty good.
I'm going to cry. I'm very
You
sad.
had a good start of the fight. It's just,
I did
Well-
not have a good session.
in terms of the stats, but you did get a lot of potential and level up.
Well, I'm kind of half and half because I see myself as pretty dangerous, but
I mean,
but I also see myself as really powerful, and
Uh-huh.
that that last round I was like really powerful.
yeah.
And you were in control.
So
I was.
so that could be freak, that could be superior for the control. Your last move wasn't to attack them; it was to defend them, really, and protect them and stuff like that. It could be savior. I mean, you could argue me anything. Now you don't you got to lower one when you raise the other
Yeah,
one up,
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
kind of at what cost. Also, hey, expert, you know what mask games are like. This is what I call what you did. What you got tonight was the Adam session. You got an Adam session because sometimes you just have to be the one who gets the Adam.
Yeah, except he enjoys getting horribly placed sessions on him. I don't. I'm being 100% serious. It's fine, but I had fun.
Did you have fun?
That's a conversation for another time.
Oh, I thought it was fun.
I just, I want to talk about it later when we're not recording.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
You figure it out.
Okay.
Closer to the team, further away from the team, more than your own image of yourself.
More to my own image of myself.
Oh, nobody grew closer to the team tonight. That's very sad. Okay. So you can shift your labels. One up, one down.
Well, my danger is really low, but I was trying to go for higher mundane.
Mundane is like,
So like
it's like school, being social, being a normal human. You know?
Okay.
comfort and support, doing comfort and supports or pierce the mask,
I'm
things
gonna
like that.
put superior up and then mundane down.
Okay, cool.
Also, sometimes it just relies on, like, I have this stat really high and I have this stat really low. You can just, like, switch them. Anyway,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I already have mundane really high, but I think I'm gonna raise mundane.
Mundane to 3. I am the mighty comfort
like,
engine.
I've been trying to
So what's
work on
gonna-
like comforting, and then also
You're-
with
and
the
you're-
whole
you're-
aegis thing,
like-
I'm trying to be more
like a
human.
person. Cool. Very, very cool. All right. And what's going to go down?
I think superior.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good. I'm not going to stop recording, but I want to have this discussion. Let's do roses and thorns. So what's the thorns?
I just, I liked watching everybody else. I liked listening to what everybody else was doing. I just didn't, I don't, I had fun listening to everybody else. It's just when it was my turn, I just, I didn't do good on anything. And I know that
your
that's
dice
part
kind of
the
betrayed
game.
you?
Yeah, and I know that that's like part of the game. It's like it's not always perfect, but like, I don't like the sessions where like everything I do went wrong.
To be fair, you put Mr. Bra on his back beautifully.
You did. That was
And
pretty-
like he didn't get to touch you, any of that kind of stuff. The next move did not go well.
But that's like the only thing that went right, and then everything else went
I will.
horribly.
You know what? You need to blame Jamie for that because she got all the good dice tonight. Like
I did.
but
all
I
of them.
I didn't, like I didn't have fun playing my character, and that sucks.
You didn't have fun because you didn't get a lot of successes, or the character
I
was.
didn't have fun because my character just got beaten down tonight. Like everything was going wrong, and that's not fun for me.
I get that. I'm going to try really hard to make sure that this is the Spider-Man cycle. You know what I mean when I say a Spider-Man cycle?
Not really.
Okay. The way if you read a bunch of Spider-Man comics or watch really any of the movies, it's he starts at like kind of the middle of the road, and then things get bad, and he goes, okay, well I'm going to simplify my life by like taking some stuff back and let's try to deal with this one thing, and that gets a little bit better. Everything else gets even worse, bad, and then at that last minute when things have gotten to the bottom, in Homecoming, he's gotten the suit taken away from him. Tony Stark isn't talking to him anymore. He's back in his sweatpants, and he's got a pile of freaking shattered concrete on top of him, and he pushes his ass back out of it with no help from anybody because it's the only thing he can do, and he bounces back and says, so I will do my best to put you in a situation where you can have your Spider-Man turnaround next session.
Okay.
Is that going to feel good?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
not
that
promising
would
because
right now.
sometimes your dice are just not there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dice just aren't there. But I'm going to give you the opportunities that we can.
It's not even the fact that like my rolls were bad. Like it's fun when you don't get the right rolls. It's just that the places that the rolls were bad weren't great.
Like it wasn't
It wasn't.
It's like you really wanted them to be at least something in the middle. You did now. To be fair, you're remembering it as a lot of failure, but you actually only had two 6 or lowers. You had a lot of
Yeah,
middle.
but it ruined everything.
You had a lot of middle. Yeah, but you had a lot of middle of the road ones that were kind of like.
And yet they still felt like failures, and that's the worst part.
Really? Oh, that's too
Yeah.
bad. I'll have to do better with that. I will have to do better with that because I mean, they should feel like failures, but also with this cost.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go back through and try to remember what all those roles were, but I mean, you should get. I mean, most of these cases they were pretty straightforward. Like there's this thing, and now you have to make this test.
Like the 7 to 9s are supposed to feel like mixed success, and that's not really what it felt like tonight.
Oh, that's too bad. We'll try to do better with that. I'm trying to remember what the roles really even were. You didn't have a ton of roles until the fight.
Yeah, no.
Your assess was okay. And that gave bonuses to everybody else.
Yeah, no, I think that at the beginning of the fight, I was doing really good, and then it fell apart.
That last roll was bad, and
that last roll was bad, and then it ruined the final parts of it.
Yeah, the last roll was bad, and it was followed up by
the first part of the session was bad.
Well, it's because you had that 6 on the. So one of your 6s was how has the last 2 weeks been going? Yeah. And I'm actually not quite done with that 6, but it's more foreshadowing. So I'm not gonna get you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you can get revenge on Chow.
We have bad guys now. This is great. Good guys that are. You have rivals. That's the word.
Mm-hmm. Enemies.
You got rivals in school.
Yeah. It's just like, but at the beginning of the session was difficult. And
Tough opener.
Yeah, it's a tough opener, and it's going to affect future sessions, and it affected this one a lot. And now, my character's in a weird place with Ember, and I really wanted to fix that, and I didn't really get the chance to fix it because I messed up the last roll.
The last roll?
Well, I didn't really. There was really no way to say completely forgive her,
Did I? Well, so I'm asking you a question because we can loop back to this. Did I? First of all, what's your mundane at? Because I don't want to put you in a situation where you're actually worse off than you were.
My mundane is at a +1.
All right. So let me ask you this. Did I stop things too fast before you could do your comfort support on Ember? Like if you're trying to reach out to her and make things better, did I not give you a chance to do that?
Did you even do a comfort?
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't get a
She's the
chance
only one who
to.
didn't.
I wanted to say obviously it's I'm not 100% forgive you, but I want it to be a 95% thing, and I don't really think I got the chance to do that.
Okay, why don't we do that? Look back real quick.
Okay.
Is that cool? Let's do it. So we're so bases.
That was kind of my last desperate attempt at the end.
Right.
I tried to do
and
that.
I didn't give you a chance. So let's.
And I didn't
let's
really think that you caught
let's
on
fix.
to that.
All right. So not at the base though. Base is done. You guys have had some cookies. There's a little weirdness where some of Palacine's bubble form popped on a couple of the cookies, so you guys weren't super comfortable with eating those. So you ate some of the different ones that don't have Palacine bubble residue on them. You have to get back to some form that has a mouth. Useful for cookies, you found. So I had some cookies, that kind of thing. There's still some team in the pool, so we can leave some of this out here for a potential help or anything like that. But you guys, you're sleeping at the base basically. You guys are walking out. You're going across the school grounds. There's ferries basically run most of the night. So getting back's not really an issue. You guys are walking out to one of the later things, and you're kind of walking together. And so this is your opportunity to kind of say something.
I'm just thinking about what I want to say here.
By the way, my house stops off first.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to take too much time on this, so I want to get everybody home.
It's I'm sorry I got so angry, but I just, it's really hard to stay level-headed when bad things happen, because I have a lot of experience with bad things happening. But I didn't mean to get so angry, but it's it's hard, and I do try to. I am trying to keep things together, but. And I really am sorry that I got so angry, and I really shouldn't have lashed out like that, but I didn't know what else to do.
Open up. Respond. What do you say?
You have to let yourself go sometimes. It's only human. I'm sorry for messing up so bad. But just to be clear, you still want me around, right?
Of course I still want you around.
Ooh, give me this. Give me this. Give me this.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, if they tell
No, this is an alarm.
Okay. Text your folks and tell them we're going to head out of here in about 5 minutes and stuff like that. When you share a triumphant celebration with someone, ask them if there is any fear in their eyes. Are you afraid of her? If they say no, take +1 forward.
She's a
Mark
badass,
potential.
but like I'm not afraid of her.
Yeah. If so, take +1 forward and mark potential. So you got +1, just a rolling +1, just roll it down somewhere and mark potential.
Let's
Have you
be
got
honest
it?
here. I can take
Can I
it.
see yours? Can you see yours?
Wait, what do you mean?
You just have a +1 waiting for your next roll.
Oh, okay, so.
Give me your thing for a second. When you share a triumphant celebration, ask them if they When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, tell them a secret about your mentor, including your feelings toward. It also counts to say your feelings towards them. Give them influence over you and add 1 team to the pool.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah, like, it really kind of sucks sometimes because, Vigil never hangs around the house unless we're heroing. And she's never around unless it's when I screw up, so,
She's not there to make your lunch.
Well, once I tell my mom about this, if I ever do, you can come crash at my place.
Oh man. Right now, roll comfort and support. Add your mundane and add +1 from the +1 forward. Just burn that +1 forward on this. So what's your mundane?
-2.
Oh, okay. Roll anyway. 7.
7.
-2 is 5.
But still back up. It still ends up being a 7.
7. So should I erase my +1?
Yeah. You guys have totally opened up different ways. Clear condition, shift labels. No, clear condition, mark potential, shift your labels.
Me?
No, her.
Okay.
From the comfort and support. You should shift your.
Wait, don't we shift each other's labels at one point?
If you both have influence, if you have
I
influence.
don't really want to shift any of my labels.
Okay, so you can either clear condition or mark potential.
I should mark potential because I don't have any conditions.
Okay.
So I'm just going to mark potential.
You shift each other's labels if you give somebody influence when they already have influence. Comfort and support.
Wait, didn't you just say something about giving influence before that? About her and influence? We don't have influence over each other.
Oh, wait. When you share a vulnerability, no, that's not it. Trumpet, relation, mark Florence. If they say no, take +1 forward and mark potential. No. Let me see this one.
No, Jamie, no.
Oh, wait. So, yeah.
You have like hobbit ears.
You say no.
Hobbit elf ears.
Give them influence. Write down that you've got influence over Silhouette. So you got to. That's what got you back up to a 7, because you had the +1 forward plus the influence.
Don't do this to me.
Okay. We're just gonna try. I'm very nervous. A 7.
No.
Yes.
It's not a
1,
7,
2, 3,
that's
4,
a 6.
5, 6.
But you have.
+1, which is a 7. It's fine.
All right. Comfort and support is on a 7. They mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels if they already opened up. So you can mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels. I think you should clear condition. What do you have?
Angry.
You don't think this makes you less angry?
Yeah, but I don't know.
She likes angry for the battles.
You trust me, I'll get you angry back. Don't worry about that.
Okay, yeah. I guess
Right now,
we're
walking
not
back
angry
to
at each other.
Angry at Vigil now.
right now, walking back to the Fairy, you're not angry.
Dad, you're gunking up my headphones and I'm not happy about it. Seriously, I went to put them in and it... bleh.
Okay. All right. So, a little spark of success there at the end.
Yeah.
Will help a little bit, and things a little bit better. Okay. So you guys are walking back down to the ferry, and the camera pans back up to the roof of the school, and you see what looks like Jack Monday looking, and he's just kind of like hands in his pockets, just like. And this blonde woman walks up to him, standing next to him, and in like this black bodysuit kind of thing with like these silver zippers on it and stuff like that, walks up next to him, and she's like, they're still talking to each other. Haven't got them to the tipping point yet. Well, I was interrupted today. And I don't know, I feel as though there's going to be a lot of interference if I continue with this particular face. It just seems like they all seem to want to meddle in it. I can find somebody else who's going to have more influence over her. So, yeah, this isn't going to work. And he kind of goes like this, and the face goes completely blank, and his clothes all shift to something else. When the other one gets back, just let him get back into school. He won't know what's going on, but a little bit of confusion will just make it easier. I'll find someone else in the school that'll be more appropriate. And eventually we'll get Vigil shifted all the codes, but we'll be able to get back into my base soon enough. Don't worry. We'll get them. We'll get them.
No. Okay, so that wasn't.
And that's where we'll stop.
Okay, wait. Just to be clear, that wasn't Jack then in the cafeteria.
No.
Okay.
But you don't know that.
We don't know that. Okay, so I didn't lash out at Jack. Thank you.
I mean, except for the fact that the entire school is going to be like, dude, can you believe what Ember did to you last week? And he's like,
What?
What? So, Kaylee.
Oh my god, I thought Jack was evil! And I was like, shoot, he's right.
Yeah, I thought he was too, but that makes more sense.
Okay, so, Kaylee, if you remember as part of your... Kaylee, if you remember the move at the beginning of the thing, the 6, one of the things was drawing unwanted attention from powerful people. One of Vigil's old nemesis has decided that you're his new chew toy.
No. I'm shook. Jamie.
And with that, we will end session 2.
Okay, when you started talking, I was freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, he's evil?
Oh my god!
Scary. I thought he was actually...
Well, with this, so we go to my house and this is when we say goodbye. Bye what?
I'm not getting up off the floor. I'm just...
Oh, please don't.
What did we say we were going to call this session?
Something about frolicking through daisies or something. Remember? It was like, this isn't frolicking through daisies.
Frolicking through daisies is what you said it was going to be.
Not
You
frolicking.
definitely aren't frolicking through days.
I'm just going to call it not frolicking.
Hey guys, how's it going? The non-frolic.
The non-frolic. The anti-frolic. I like that.
This is insane.
Session 2, the anti-frolic.